What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of account, they call it her pick me. Some women say she pandering, cause she don't pick the girl code over lies that's damaging. These hyenas scandalous, slandering a black man again, and want celebrity to stand and watch like she a mannequin. Black men are the casualties, trapped by women's strategies. They act out sporadically, that shit is a travesty. And it's just so sad to see, matter of fact, it's a tragedy. 3 kids with different daddies, please, but y'all all mad at Daphne. They up at night trying to discredit and defame. They corrupt, ain't right, and it's pathetic and a shame. Fake friends turn enemies, throwing dirt on your name, but you gon' fly with the angels and serpents burning the flames. Yeah, I know it's hard and it hurt to discover the same people claim they love you, start shaming your mother. Cut you off unexpectedly, you triggered, you hate that, claiming Daphne disrespected me. I figured you say that. What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of accountability.
Hello, everybody. Can you guys hear me? Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? If you guys can hear me in the comments, let me know. Y'all good? I don't see my mic moving on my end. Okay, good. Okay. Guys, you're right. Slick Man, I'm sorry I didn't let you guys know, but I had to do this show because this video has went viral everywhere. And I think it's something that we should talk about again. You guys know I always talk about sexual assault on men. I always stand up for men because we know that majority of men do not come forward. They don't press charges. They don't do that. You got a lot of men that actually think it's cute when a woman is aggressive and they grab them in a certain way. But you also have a lot of other men who have boundaries, and that is not okay for them, right? So I decided to do this video because I know everybody has seen the show Power. So you know who Tariq St. Patrick is, aka Michael Rainey. If you've never seen the show Power and you don't know who Tariq St. Patrick is, one of the characters in the show, his real name is Michael Rainey Jr. Okay? So there's a video going viral where he was on the live of one of his friends, and the friend's sister grabbed his penis. And I'm gonna be X-rated with it. She grabbed his penis and started to grope him as they were live. Now, I want to remind you guys that when she was groping him, she was in front of kids. There were kids in that vicinity as well. She had no problem doing that with kids present. Now, mind you, the kids were in front of her, but kids were still present. And I think anybody that has the guts to fondle a man in public where they're being recorded and there are kids there, that means that they do that often. They're not scared. It's normal behavior. But you see, one thing that I dislike about women will see a man being sexually assaulted and they will make every excuse for the female as to why they did the behavior. That makes me want to punch them through the screen. Because why are we doing that? Because whenever a man is on trial and it's an allegation, these women will go 10 toes down to make sure this man's reputation is ruined before the facts even come out. Women don't question other women. If that had been a woman being groped by Michael Rainey, his career would be over today. He would have been done today if that had been him. And women wouldn't need a second thought. They wouldn't give a damn what he was going through. He will be penalized in their book. But because this was a woman, they want to know her age. They want to know, is she okay? Is she slow? Does she have a mental problem? That is why I don't get along with women. That's why. That is why I don't hang around with a lot of women. Because women protect women predators. It's the code. You have to stand up for your girl no matter what she does. This is why there's a lot of female predators getting away with this stuff every day, because no one believes the man, and women will stand up for other women no matter what. How come when women abuse men or sexually assault men, they have to have a mental issue? They have to be having a bad day. Somebody hurt their feelings. They're not all together. But if a man does it, lock him up, kill him, shoot him, end his life. Who's his family? Let's attack his job. The energy is never the same. And a lot of you women, you don't even care about seeing it on video. You'll still ask for more information. This looks staged. We think they made it up. Great way to promote your show, Tariq. Great way to promote your future movies. We know you want more followers. That is some of the comments you see when men are being sexually assaulted by women. Guys, for the last few years, I've always talked about this, and I'm always laughed at, called a pick me, because women don't want to acknowledge that there's a lot of female predators out there. You guys are over here talking about you'll pick the bear. These men should be picking the bear. You women are under the radar doing this every single second of the day, and you never get caught. And you think because you're not getting caught at higher rates than men, it's okay for you to bash men. Not here. Not on this podcast. We're going to talk about you evil motherfuckers out there, because a lot of you women are the reason why a lot of these men are screwed up today. And nobody wants to talk about that. No one wants to talk about it because it involves a woman. And anytime they look at a woman, she's the giver of life. She's innocent. Poor baby. Not on this podcast. You are evil, vile, disgusting motherfucker. Predator. Villain. You're everything that you would call a man. But see, the issue is, whenever women stand up for men, they get talked about. They get clowned. They get doxxed. And then women give up. Well, I'm not your normal woman. I don't give up. I will continue to talk about this shit because it bothers me. It bothers me how you women feel comfortable grabbing on men's dicks like it's okay, because you know you're not going to get caught. Well, he should say, don't touch me. It's easier said than done. Men get so embarrassed that it's happening, they don't know what to do in the moment. They don't know what to do. Some of them might even chuckle, not because they like it, but because they're trying to prevent themselves from knocking your ass the fuck out. See, a lot of men, they are triggered. When you touch them inappropriately, their reflex is to knock your ass out. So when it's a woman doing it, they have to analyze and process, because they know if they knock your teeth out, they're still going to get in trouble no matter what, even if you were the assailant. Unfortunately, men have it hard out here. So they have to sit there and let a woman massage their dick without consent. And they have to nicely say, please don't touch me, because any form of aggression, any bad reaction, and they're both in trouble, even though she is the villain and he's the victim. But cops don't see it that way. It's sad that men have to accept being fondled, because they know if they go to the cops saying this woman grabbed my dick, they're looking at this little woman and then they're looking at this big guy. Oh, come on, man. Come on. We've heard this story before, guys. I told you guys about the story from a couple years ago where the man was in the bar with his friends and the drunk woman grabbed his penis and he pushed her and she fell. And the cops saw her fall and immediately went for the man trying to harm him. And the patriots had to tell him, hey, she grabbed his penis. She assaulted him. They didn't take her to jail. They made sure she had a ride home safely. And that man was just sitting there after being assaulted. I mean, just ask yourself, why men have to go through that? Oh, she was drunk. She didn't mean to. Okay, so let a drunk man grab your titties. Oh, he's drunk. He didn't mean to. Well, he'll sober up in jail, ma'am. He's going to sober up in jail since he didn't mean to. Y'all see the difference? Men never get the same energy. Fellas, y'all got to start pressing charges on these motherfuckers. Stop giving these women the opportunity to assault you. Because if you let this predator roam free, the next person might get accused of something way worse. And his life could be over because you let somebody go. I know it sounds weird, but even if you don't want to do it because you don't want to be ridiculed and laughed at, call me and I'll do it for you. I'll speak for you. Because if we get more of these women off the street, you're going to see a rise in numbers of male victims. And they're going to start surpassing the female victims. You got these women on TikTok saying, I'll choose a bear because a bear wouldn't just grab my boobies. A bear wouldn't whistle at me. A bear would not stalk me and hunt me so he can have sex with me. He'll stalk and hunt and eat your ass. He sure will. When that bear is hungry and he's ready to have him something to eat, I bet you he'll chase your ass in the woods. I bet you he'll claw your ass up and eat you up. But these men, they got to go through being called predators while female predators assault them. Ain't that crazy, y'all? How that works? We talk about this all the time. So I brought you guys some examples because you know I love to come with receipts. There's going to be some really angry women at me tonight because I did take screenshots of some of the comments from these women and the jokes they had for sexual assault in men. The jokes. But if it had been their beloved Rihanna or their beloved Meg Thee Stallion or Cardi B, these women would say, kill him, get him, arrest him. What's taking you so long? Where does he work? What's his phone number? I got his address. Let's harass his family. Let's harass his kids. That's what women do when women are the victims. But when men are the victims, they call on his castmates from the show. Call Effie. Raina wouldn't want that. It's a joke to women. It's a joke until it's their son. It's a joke until it's their husband, their boyfriends, their fathers, their uncles. It's a joke until it's somebody close to them. It ain't funny. I commend Michael for not knocking her the fuck out. Because if it had been me, it would have went from a sexual assault to a massacre. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Too many men in this world have to deal with being touched and grabbed. And all they can do is sit there and hold it in. That is not fair. If a woman puts their hands on you, fellas, you fight back. That's how they learn. Keep your hands to yourself. If you go into a lion's den and you poke at the lion, is he going to sit there and say, I'm going to hold it all in? No, you are lion food for the day. So it's time for us to address the situation. If you ask me, I honestly think there's more male victims out there because a lot of these young men, they were once little boys. And with the shit that woman did in front of those kids, those are the women y'all leave y'all kids with. Thank you for babysitting my kid, girl. Not knowing what's going on behind the scenes, y'all. Y'all think that was that woman's first time grabbing on a man's penis? The fact she did it on camera and in front of kids, she does that all the time. It's normal. She don't have a mental issue. She's a predator. Y'all don't say that for the men. I want to say something else. The Shade Room. Everybody knows the Shade Room has what? 30 million followers? A lot of you guys love the Shade Room. The Shade Room had no problem posting P. Diddy kicking the shit out of Cassie 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, the Shade Room showed you guys the actual video of her being kicked and dragged and hit. And the Shade Room called it an assault, right? It was an assault. Diddy assaulted Cassie. Diddy the predator assaulted victim Cassie. Here's the video proof. But for Michael, they show you guys a picture. A picture. A fucking picture. That's what they showed the followers. And they put, Michael Rainey was inappropriately touched. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Who the fuck is running the Shade Room? Somebody needs to be fired. So do y'all see what I just did there? The Shade Room didn't even show y'all the video. In the video, you can't even see her touching his penis, but you can see her hand going up and down and him putting his hand down there. But you don't see anything. You could have posted it. So you mean to tell me posting a woman getting kicked and dragged and slapped, that isn't big. That's not that big to them. A man being groped by a woman in front of kids on camera, but there's kids in front of her where you can't see her actually grabbing his penis, but you know she's doing it. That they didn't want to show you guys. They showed you a picture. Do y'all see what I'm doing? When the female is the predator, they're gonna show you a picture of it. But if that had been Michael doing it to a woman, you would have saw the video and they would have blurred the faces. So ask yourself why the Shade Room doesn't mind posting a man kicking the shit out of a woman, but they can't show a woman sexually assaulting a man, and everybody's clothes is on. Diddy came out of the hotel with a fucking towel, and they still showed y'all the video of him kicking. And they didn't call it inappropriate kicking. They called it an assault. But Michael Rainey being sexually assaulted was called inappropriate touching. That is why men don't come forward. Y'all minimalize the bullshit. It ain't even serious to y'all. The Shade Room is a weak-ass page. Buying all those followers, and you guys are weak as fuck. Buying all of those followers. You don't give a fuck about black people or people in general. And if the woman is a predator, you're not going to expose the woman. You don't want to show people what that man went through. They had to go to my Instagram to see the video, guys. I didn't get flagged because there's no nudity in the video. There's people standing in front of them. But the Shade Room didn't want to share that. But they didn't mind showing you a man kicking the shit out of Cassie, though, right? They didn't mind showing you that. Y'all can see this right here. But on this part, we're going to show you a picture. That is why men don't say anything. Because when men are the victims, no one takes it seriously. It's not for real to them. He had to have done something. Well, maybe before they recorded, he gave her the D. And then she was just saying thank you. Women came up with so many scenarios justifying sexual assault on a man. And some of those women have sons. I promise you they do. But let a teacher touch their son like that at school inappropriately. Guarantee you they're not going to say, it happens, you'll be okay. They're going to come down there in their hair bonnet, in their night clothes, with the Uggs, acting a fucking fool. Am I right? It's always a joke until it happens to them. Then it's for real. Don't let a woman be a victim. The whole world will stop. But when it's a man, we go on with our day. Not on this page. So let me show you guys the video. For anybody who did not see the video, I'm about to play it right now. Again, this is Michael Rainey. If anybody's ever seen Power, he's Tariq St. Patrick in Power. Michael Rainey Jr. is his real name. And he was sexually assaulted on his friend's live. So here is the video, and then we'll talk about it. Here we go. The video does go by fast, so I'll show you guys one more time. Hold on. He was surprised. The way she came up to him and grabbed him, it caught him by surprise. And what made me mad is that women were saying he was smiling, he was laughing, he liked it. A lot of women felt like he liked it because he smiled and laughed. But what women fail to realize is that laughing is a nervous tick for some men. When they're in situations that are embarrassing, they might laugh to keep from punching you out, to keep from hurting you. So the laugh is to calm themselves down so they can process what the fuck is going on. I'm on video. I'm a celebrity. This is my boy's sister. There's so many things that could have been going through that man's head. But I guarantee you, liking it wasn't one of them. He was very uncomfortable. I'm not a man, so I can't speak for a man. But as a woman, I felt how uncomfortable he was through the screen. And she kept going. She kept going. And I respect Michael. He's better than most men. He did not embarrass her and say, get off me, you ugly roach. Get off me, ugly. Get off me, you dusty bum. I'm not interested. He didn't embarrass her. He didn't even look at her directly. He looked around. He was looking around because he was asking for help without saying it. Like, do y'all see what's going on? Can y'all see this? He didn't embarrass her. She deserved to be embarrassed. She deserved to be hit because you don't grab on someone's genitals like that without permission. Instead, he took it and he so nicely moved her hand off of his penis and put his hands there so she couldn't go back to it and stayed in that awkward position. That had to be hard. That had to be hard because the average man would have probably hit her. It would have been natural. Men don't like for their genitals to be grabbed without permission. That's their sensitive area. Just like we wouldn't like our breasts to be grabbed and squeezed, right? But it's okay because it was a woman, right? She's innocent. Women wanted to know her age. Does she have a issue with her mental? Does she need to be seen by a therapist? Why do we always assume that people have problems when they're women and they do dangerous things? But if it's a man, he meant that. If it's a man, he's not suffering. He's not mentally disturbed. He meant everything he did and he deserves prison. But when it's a woman, we have to coddle her. Not on this page. That was a dangerous predator. And I can promise you that woman did that many times before to other little boys. Because boys, you can control when you're a female predator. Boys won't say nothing. Shh, don't say nothing. Our little secret. So she thought that Michael would be just like those little boys. But this time it was on camera. Maybe he just found out that his sister is one of the biggest predators in his family and he didn't even know it. See, a lot of y'all are focused on the men being predators. Whole time, it's the females doing all the work. And they do it under your nose because you don't suspect them. Remember, it's a man's thing. Men only do this. Men only grab people. Men only stalk and harass and want to hurt people. Women don't do that. They're the givers of life. And they're the takers of life because they lie to get someone's life taken. Don't be fooled. Women are your biggest predators. The biggest ones. And they love when it's a little boy first because they can control that little boy. Sometimes they get cocky thinking that they can do that with a grown-ass man. And that's when they are caught. We witnessed a female predator finally getting caught. Not a little boy this time, but a grown-ass 23-year-old man. That's the problem I have, you guys. I hear so many stories from men. They have to be so careful. Men should not have to walk on eggshells whenever they're around women. And women know that men are scared to be alone with them sometimes because they don't know the outcome and they don't want to go to jail. Women will use that. If they know you're not interested in them, they will put you in a position where they can say, he did this, and you will be guilty. These women are dangerous. Dangerous, dangerous women. It's rare that you see a woman do that on camera and not care that the camera is rolling. She was very brave. That means that if the camera wasn't rolling, I could just imagine what she has done without the cameras rolling. There's probably 1 million victims out there in this world from people just like her that started just like that. And whenever you see kids around when these predators are in the act, it's because they're comfortable. She wasn't looking around. She wasn't looking like she was, are they looking? Are they recording? She knew exactly what she wanted and she pounced on it, just like a hyena. So let me show you guys something else here. So a woman online said that Michael Rainey, let me go back to the video. When she initially grabbed him, y'all see how he does that face. A lot of women said that was him saying, I consent, because he was laughing. Right? Okay. So ladies, anyone that feels like Michael Rainey deserved it because he laughed or smiled, Let me show you another video. We all know that Trey Songz is always in the media every 6 months for sexual assault. Yet, as of today, Trey Songz has never been charged and convicted of sexual assault at all. He might have 50 allegations, but he has 0 convictions. Years ago, Trey Songz, he lifted up a woman's bra top and said, "Titty in the open, titty in the open." And the woman, the woman's laughing. Everything is fine until she slaps that sexual assault allegation on him. Now she wants money. Now she wants money from Trey. But remember, she was laughing, right, ladies? Because you ladies were going in on Trey. Another woman, he did that. I told you guys he's a predator. I told you guys that he does this for a living. Yet, not one conviction. I don't care if a man had 200 sexual assault allegations. If he has 0 convictions, that is all hearsay. That's what that's called. An allegation is hearsay. And I would hate for anybody to be convicted off of some hearsay. See, y'all say if it's hearsay, we should hear it, right? Until it's on you. Then you'll say, well, they said it, but where's the proof? Bingo, no proof. He literally lifted up her top and said, "Titty in the open," and homegirl started laughing. So let me show you the video, because you can clearly tell her laugh wasn't a laugh of "I like it." She was embarrassed. Sometimes people laugh to keep from crying or to keep from going off on you. It's going to be either emotion. But don't confuse laughing with "I want it" and "I like it." So let me show y'all the video. Some of you guys may have never seen it. Here it goes.
Titty in the open. Titty in the open. I won't take a picture of that. Titty in the open. Titty in the open. I'm starting to tire. That's it. It's okay. I think I'm taking a shower.
There you go. Now y'all saw him saying "titty in the open," and what was she doing? I mean, come on. Her laugh was a little bit more intense than Michael's, right? And I guarantee you, if a man said she was laughing, so she wanted it, the whole comment section would have found his social security number by dawn. Y'all see the difference? That woman was laughing too, wasn't she? She was embarrassed. I'm a woman and I know embarrassment. She was embarrassed. He caught her off guard. It wasn't funny like in "keep doing it." It was funny like, "oh shit, they can see my breasts." And I guarantee you not one woman said she's laughing so she wanted it. Anybody that says that, you're victim blaming, right? Now that woman's demanding money from Trey. Years later, that video was like 8 years old, and now she wants millions of dollars for that video. But what you guys didn't realize is that we saw Trey Songz lift up her top, but we didn't get to see what happened prior to that. Prior to that video, she was touching on Trey in a sexual way. She opened the door and Trey walked in. But TMZ only showed you that part of the video. But the other part that they released, they had to take it down. That other part was her touching on Trey, like they were going to have sex. But that's what people do in the media. They show you a side and not the full side. So when we see titty in the open and she's laughing, it's like him saying, "Hey, you were touching me, my turn." But we didn't get to see her turn. We saw his, right? Now y'all got the full story of that. But back to Michael Rainey. I want to show you guys something else. I want y'all to see some of these comments. Now, she looked like an IG baddie. I believed it would have been okay. Wrong. No woman should ever be that thirsty. She a 69 God. Laughing emoji. Tariq ain't tripping, but don't let it happen again. Maybe it was the way he was dressed. He looked like he wanted it. She did all that like she a cute girl or something. If it's small, just say that. Yeah, he's a fruitcake. But he didn't say stop and he laughed right after. So why even get on here with that? In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses, which is the intro to Law and Order, right? Call Effie. She'll take care of it. Her face, how big it is. He will be all right, child. So do y'all see how it's a joke to some people? It's a joke. It's a joke. He laughed, so he wanted it. It's a joke. A lot of those jokes came from women. He's a fruitcake? And then you guys say, why don't men come out then? How come men don't speak up? This is why. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to be mocked and laughed at. It's already embarrassing for them. And it's harder when they hear their own women call them weak and gay and soft because they said no. No means no, right? I guess no doesn't mean no to women. They can take it when they want to. And men have to sit there. Wrong. If you go to the shade room, you'll see worse comments than this. And even though some of those people are trolling, it isn't funny. Can I ask y'all a question? What if there are kids following the shade room? We know that kids create these accounts and they lie about their age, right? The only time they need your ID is if you want to be verified. There are a lot of kids that are young, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe younger than that are on Instagram. And the Shade Room is one of the biggest blog pages on IG. 30-something million followers, right? So imagine a kid who's being groped by his babysitter, who his mom trusts, who his dad trusts to babysit him. And he sees your comments, fruitcake, soft. He laughs, so he likes it. Do you think that they're going to say, you know what? I now have the courage to tell my parents that I'm being groped. No, they're going to keep it they're going to keep it the little secret that the babysitter told them to keep. That's what's going to happen. When they log into their parents' Instagram and see their parents leaving comments like, he must be gay. His penis must be small. What? What? Like women, what? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Is this how you would talk to your son if he told you he was groped by the teacher? It's okay, baby. That means that you have big balls. You're going to be okay. It's good. That means you're attractive. Is that what you're going to tell your son? That it's acceptable to be sexually assaulted? And please don't confuse the two. It's sexual assault. Don't let a woman tell you it's inappropriate touching. That's a weak ass response that they give for a woman. See, a woman inappropriately touching a man doesn't sound as bad as a woman sexually assaulting a man. So these blogs will minimalize it to make it sound like it isn't as big as what it, and it is. It's huge. But if that had been a female being sexually assaulted by a man, it will be big. It'll be breaking news. Diddy's assault on Cassie was breaking news. Michael Rainey's was shared with Shade Room teens. Do y'all see the difference? Michael Rainey ain't no teen. He's a grown-ass man. What are y'all doing? Women don't get passes on my page. Y'all can hate me all day long. But I care about both sexes being held accountable equally the same. If we will sit there and trash the Bill Cosbys, the R. Kellys, the Treys, the Diddys, then we need to do that with these women too. And there's a lot of them in Hollywood too. They do this all the time. It's normal. And men don't say anything because they'll be clowned. Woo! Let me show y'all something else. Hold on. So when I talk about female predators, I want y'all to see other examples. It's not just that. You have women that think it's okay to invade a man's personal space. You guys remember, I talked about this on my show. The baby ran into a fan at the gas station and she grabbed his penis too. And he literally said at the end of the video, I was sexually assaulted. And women said, we don't care. You disrespected the LGBTQ community. So we don't care about your sexual assault. That man said that years ago. Let it go. The rainbow community, some of you guys are so tight. And you think that you have a right to tell someone when they can be forgiven. Sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. If you like the same sex, that's great for you. But it doesn't give you the right to keep penalizing someone because they sin different than your dumb ass. Because a lot of y'all hate couples that are together and they're opposite sex. You guys talk about us too. You talk about us a lot. Especially those who want to be like us. Let's be honest. So when you hear about a man being sexually assaulted and he disrespected your community, it doesn't give that person a right to sexually assault him. Shut the fuck up. That is his body, and he has a right to say, don't touch me. I don't care what someone did. This world loves judging people because they sin differently than them, but you still sin. So if you're perfect, I get it. But if you've sinned before, shut the fuck up. Because when men are sexually assaulted, I'm going to always go hard on that because it's not recognized. It's not talked about. It's not acknowledged. These bigger pages aren't talking about this. They're busy talking about celebrity gossip. Is Jay-Z and Beyonce going to get in trouble? And how much money is LeBron making? And Caitlin Clark, the basketball. Y'all talking about shit that doesn't matter. Because if you talk about the real shit, it won't get you enough views, right? We're so fixated on the likes and the shares. So we talk about the celebrity drama that doesn't involve us. That's above our pay grade. But when you talk about real shit that happens in this world right now, that could be happening in your own home, y'all don't want to talk about that. But I will. I don't have to have kids, and I don't have to, be a saint. And I don't have to be, 500,000 subs to tell you guys that wrong is wrong. But a lot of these blogs are scared to talk about female predators because half of their followers are females. They'll lose them. They will lose them. So they'll say, that was that one woman. All women are not like that. You know what a lot of these guys will do on these blogs, bigger than mine? They'll try to flip it. That's just one occasion. How often do we see a woman sexually assaulting a man on camera? Let's talk about the men who've done it. I have a list. That's what a lot of these people would do. They're redirected into a different direction and put it right back on the men. Let's talk about why women will choose the bear. Because this man did this and this man did that. They will try to get you to ignore it. I don't do that on this page, y'all. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that there are far more male predators than female. We really don't know. Because a lot of these men don't say nothing. If they did, those numbers would be high. They'd be very high. We can go back into the Catholic priest. We can go back there. These little boys have been getting molested for years. The numbers would be high. High. But nobody wants to talk about that because the female in most of these cases would be the predator. How do y'all think when they talked about Jeffrey Epstein and the island, how do you think some of those people got to that island? Do you think they actually sent a man with a mustache to get these women, to get these underage people to come out there? No, they get women. Women are easier to trust, easier to believe. When it comes to sex trafficking, do you honestly think they send men to gas stations at night? That they send men to go and get you? No, they send women because y'all trust them so easily. Oh, I love your nails. Thank you. I have my own salon. Come get your nails done for free. Got her. Got her. Bring your kids. We have a playpen. Got her. And the kids. That's how easy it is. Y'all keep thinking that it's a man. Women. Just like I told y'all talking about Epstein and R. Kelly and all. We need to be talking about Oprah. But nobody wants to talk about Oprah, the face of all this stuff. Everybody that's close to Oprah has been charged. Let that sink in. How do you think half of those people was on that island? Don't play with me because we can go deep. Oprah. But no one wants to talk about Oprah. Trying to look like she's 20 now. Got the BBL, Ozempic. Y'all not even looking at the real predator. You're focused on R. Kelly and Weinstein and Epstein and Trump. Oprah, the biggest one, but y'all don't want to go there. That's another story. But let me show you guys the baby, because some of y'all might have missed this video. I did post it. I'm gonna show you guys again. Here it is.
I'm on the way to work.
You on the way to work?
Yes. Oh my God. Why my phone acting stupid as fuck?
Yeah, come on, I got a ride, auntie.
I know. Oh, you got me shaking.
I don't shake, baby.
Okay.
I don't shake, auntie.
Okay, come on. Oh, hey, y'all.
Sit on my lap with it, ain't you?
Yeah, I want to fucking fuck you. The fuck?
Oh, Lord.
Look at the picture, look. Yeah, smile with your goatee. Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all, be careful and be safe.
Always.
All right, it's beautiful in here, too.
So, don't worry about it.
Bye.
Okay. You sexually assaulted me.
Sexually assaulted me is what he said. She told him she wanted to have sex with him. Well, I mean, she didn't say it like that. She said, I want to fuck you. And he was very nice to this woman, right? He wasn't disrespectful. She plopped her big ass on his lap. She plopped her high calorie ass on his lap without his consent. Got all in his personal space, and he was so nice about it. This is the problem I have with you men. You guys are so nice when it comes to sexual assault. Stand your ground, fellas. It is not okay. I would have told Granny Pearl, get your high calorie ass off of my knees before they break. Get off me. I didn't say you can sit in my lap. You're not my woman. Get your old ass off of me. Because the minute, if nobody was recording and he rejected her and it wasn't on camera, what do y'all think Granny Pearl would have did? He touched me. All I asked him for was for a picture. All I asked for was a picture. And then he got close to me and he grabbed my breast. Who do y'all think that they're going to believe? The older woman who has a chest on her? Or the man who told the LGBT community some stuff and they're still mad about it to this day? They're going to believe the woman. The Me Too movement will be on speed dial. It would have been that easy if he would have rejected her. But instead, men have to sit there and let women take charge. Then she proceeds to say, I want to F you. Then she gets the picture. He doesn't charge her, doesn't disrespect her. Then when she gets out the car, she grabs his penis. And y'all telling me that this ain't a problem? That the baby deserved it because he said a few things that the LGBTQ plus community didn't like? So we should sit there and say, you deserve it. Your fault. No, that is not true. That isn't true, y'all. And then you have women saying, well, why would he let her that close? You know you're a celebrity. It's your fault. You should have told her boundaries. It's always the man's fault, regardless. If he told her he didn't want to open the door and she could take a picture of him inside the car, he would have been wrong, right? Men can't win in this world with evil women. They can't. That's why a lot of you women have to stand up. Because we have a voice. Y'all know how to lie, but you don't know how to advocate. Y'all can lie all day on a man. Loud as day, but you can't advocate. Y'all don't want to defend these men who are victims until it's your son, right? Until it's your brother. Somebody that you love. You wouldn't believe an allegation on them, would you? You'll wait for the facts, right? Okay. So why can't we defend these men? Why can't we be their voice and tell these women that ain't okay? Because I told my husband, if anybody touches you inappropriately, you call me. Call me. I'm not playing. That is your body. And men, you have a right to tell a woman, please don't get too close to my personal space. Thank you. If they can't respect that, then, and they touch you, you have every right to defend yourself. Because if you don't, the next person they do that to, they might reject them in a way they don't like, and bam, they're serving 30 years in prison for something they didn't do. Then they get exonerated and their life is gone. A lot of those exonerations came from someone lying because they let this predator slip through the cracks. Every time someone does this and they get away with it, the next time is always going to be worse. So when you guys are sitting here being quiet and not pressing charges on these women, you're giving that person the opportunity to hurt somebody else. How is that helping? I wouldn't care if anybody laughed at me. If you touch me inappropriately, there's going to be a problem. You're not getting a break. These women need to be jailed. That's how they learn. That's why they keep doing it, fellas. Y'all don't want to say nothing. So if you don't want to say nothing, tell someone in your life that's a woman that you love and trust, and let her be your advocate. I know it's not easy, fellas. Some of you guys are big men, and these women are little. And when they grab you in a way that you don't like, it makes you feel like you're the same size. I get it. But you have to hold that person accountable. You should never have to suffer in silence. And there's a lot of young boys right now that saw that, and they're going through it right now. The teacher does it. Here, I dropped the homework in front of you. Let me pick it up. And they have to touch you when they're picking it up. You got some nasty teachers out there, man. Female teachers. Can Jimmy stay late after school? We have to tutor him. That's what you think is going on. Ain't no tutoring going on. That's what you think. And because you see the good grades, you think that the tutoring's working. No, the touching is working. Therefore, they get the good grade. Then you find out when your kid is in their 30s that their teacher was sexually assaulting them for years, and you didn't see it. Well, Mom, Dad, I would have told you guys, but I remember when you said that this person was a fruitcake. This person's weak. This person is soft. Crybaby. If she was a baddie, you would like it. Okay, ladies. Okay, ladies. So if that's what we're doing now, if a man touches you and he looks good and you cry sexual assault, we're going to be like, now you know you'll date him. That ain't sexual assault. Y'all wouldn't like that. Y'all wouldn't like that though. But you can say that for men, huh? Let me show you guys another example. Because when I say female predators, I want you to see how they come in many forms. Here's another video. I think a lot of you guys may have seen this one. Can you imagine a man doing that in the club? Now look, put your body on me now. These women will be in the club screaming, right? But clearly his body language is saying, no, I don't want you touching me. Now, if he would have got real mad and put her in the Heimlich and slammed her like on WWE, it wouldn't have been funny no more, huh? Then they would have attacked him, right? And said he did all this, right? Don't touch me. He puts his hands behind his back. She takes him from behind his back. Man, like, ladies, what are y'all doing? How do y'all not know how to read body language? No means no, right? No means no. That means don't touch me. But y'all keep doing it because they get away with it. Because they know he ain't gonna go tell the bouncer, hey, she wouldn't stop grabbing on my body. She wouldn't stop gyrating on my private parts. She grabbed me and I pushed her away and said, don't touch me. No, I didn't. Come on, look at me. Why would I do that? You know how women are. So men see the worst side of everything. That's why they don't say nothing. And I'm sure there were probably women in the club watching that laughing. Girl, keep doing it. Instead of somebody saying, no means no. Let him go. Leave him alone. No one's going to do that because that breaks the girl code, right? There's a girl code that women don't break. But if he was forcing himself on her, I'm telling you, you would have saw two big guys hem him up and drag him out of that club. Tell me I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Let me show you guys another video. Because I'm just saying, guys, like, man, this angers me. Here's another one, guys. Check this out. That man was so hurt by her grabbing his penis. He ended his set early. Any man that saw that face he made when she did it, he was so disappointed in that woman. Did y'all see that look on his face? It really broke me, y'all. It broke me. It was like, man, you just had to ruin the moment. Y'all saw his face? Did that look like he wanted it? That woman reached out. Now, if that had been a man reaching for Meg Thee Stallion's breasts, he would have been done. Nobody defended this man. Did you notice that he had to grab her? He didn't grab her in a way where he was going to break her arm, although I wouldn't have been mad if he did it. But when she grabbed him, he had caught himself like, oh, shoot, this is a woman. Nobody came to his aid. Did y'all notice that? When it's a man, no one comes to their aid. Watch it again. Please watch it again. That really hurt my feelings. Seeing this man have to end his set. She changed the whole mood. He was so happy. And then she grabbed him. And then it was over. You didn't see nobody jump on her. You didn't see no bodyguard usher her out of that club. He had to end his set early because she changed his whole mood. What if he was molested as a child? What if he went backstage to break down because she just triggered something in him? Y'all women don't understand what these men go through. You just do what you want to do because you feel like you can do it. Now, if that had been my family member, or if I had been in the club or at that concert and you did that, you would have heard a bone break. I would have had his back. You don't do that. You don't do that. Because if that had been a female up there, if that had been Meg Thee Stallion shaking her butt like she always does, and a man slapped her butt, he would have been on the news, CNN, breaking news. But this man, it's like nobody cares. Nobody came to his aid. He was by himself. The only time someone came to his aid is when he jumped down and somebody was behind him. But where was that person when that happened? You have to ask yourself that. They get away with this stuff every day, y'all. Every day they get away with this stuff. And until you guys stand up for these men, these women are going to continue to get away with it. They're predators. Some of them will tell you out loud that they're predators. I came with receipts tonight because I want to show you it's not just Michael Rainey or the baby. There's real people in this world going through sexual assault every day, and they don't say nothing out of embarrassment. Well, how come Cardi B's victims didn't come forward? Do you honestly think a man would like to say, hey, guys, I'm one of Cardi B's victims. She drugged me, she robbed me, and she had a transsexual assault me when I was not able to fight back. That's me, guys. I'm the one. What man would ever do some shit like that? Please, somebody tell me. And it's funny how y'all don't believe Cardi B was telling the truth because her victims haven't come out, but you'll believe a woman and there'll be no victims, but you'll believe a woman without any receipts. You believe Caroline Bryant. Y'all believe women without receipts. Amber Heard, Johnny Depp sexually assaulted me. And it turns out she was doing the assaulting. She was the one pooping in the bed and pooping in the pool, acting a damn fool, crying on the stand. And for 7 years, she told people that Johnny Depp was the aggressor. But the truth came out that she was the one. But for 7 years, y'all bashed him. Because y'all women will believe anything a woman says without receipts. But if a man tells you it happened, you need proof. You need video. Because if I would have done this show without any receipts, they'd say I'm just up here talking and ranting. Right? A narcissist making it about her. Sexual assault on men isn't okay, guys. Abuse on men it's not okay. And you got a lot of women that verbally abuse men every day. But because it's verbal and not physical, it doesn't count in a woman's book. Well, all she's doing is yelling at him. She's not touching him. But I'm telling you, verbal abuse, it hurts just like physical. And I think verbal, to me, it hurt me worse because your words come out of your body. They start from inside of you and they come out of your mouth. And once you say it, you can't grab it in the air and swallow it back up and shit it out. No, once you say those words, it's over. But when I would get hit, the pain would go away. The pain was only temporary. But sometimes the words hurt, especially when you're saying it from a real place. So if a man is hearing every day he ain't shit and he ain't never gonna be shit and you hope he dies and all that, that hurts. That'll always play back in his head. Those words will start to become him. It's not like getting hit and the pain goes away. The scar heals. Those words, they hurt. And men are verbally abused every day. And it bothers me that these scientists are not doing studies on the amount of men who are victims because they don't want you guys to know. Women outnumber men. But I can guarantee you that when it comes to young boys being sexually assaulted, I bet you they're at higher rates than young girls. The reason why you don't hear about it is because a lot of these predators will tell you, boys can keep a secret. Women can't. Or girls can't. Forgive me, y'all. Boys can keep a secret. They will take that with them until adulthood and never tell their parents that the babysitter Greta was molesting them the whole time they were at work. They can keep that secret. But a girl, she will eventually tell the man she falls in love with. This guy was doing this to me. And then he's going to tell someone and they're going to tell someone and bam, there it is. But a boy, he'll keep that in forever until someone pulls it out. Y'all didn't even know Young Jeezy was molested. Y'all love Young Jeezy, the snowman, right? And nobody knew that he was sexually assaulted by his babysitter. And I told you guys, the babysitters are who you need to be watching. But no one wants to listen to me. You don't have kids, Daphne. You wouldn't know. Because they don't want to know. They don't want to know what's going on. Well, the babysitter is so cheap, Daphne. She's affordable. I can't go to tutor time. I can't go to kinder care. But this woman next door, she's cheap. She's cheap because she's getting something out of it. Y'all don't ever stop to think, why this person only charging me $40 a week? $40 a week? That's cheap. Women aren't thinking like that. They think they're getting a deal. They know the cheaper it is, the longer you're going to stay away. Hey, I got to stay a little late after work. No problem, baby, because I'm getting what I need out of your kid. Don't tell mommy. Our little secret. Okay? If you tell her, then I can't babysit you no more. And we can't have fun anymore. If you tell her, they're going to take me away. And then they're going to take your mom away. If you tell her. So, and they never tell. Some of y'all know that. No, y'all know that because y'all heard that before when you were kids. And if that triggered you, I'm sorry. But this is some of the things that are told to me. Shh, don't tell nobody. It's easier to manipulate young boys than it is girls. And this is coming from people that did it or went through it. I talk to all types of people. I don't judge them. But when they give me knowledge, it helps me to impact the next generation. And all I'm saying, you guys, is I know a lot of y'all boys think that when you were being groped and fondled, that was the thing back then and you were the man. No, that's the opposite. That was your innocence that they took from you. If anybody ever saw the movie Antoine Fisher, y'all remember when he was living in them group homes? And when she would go down to the social work office or whatever she was going, she would sexually assault Antoine. Soon as she left, soon as the woman left out with the other kids and she left him behind, the woman that was supposed to be caring and protecting him would tell him to drop them. Drop your pants. Touch me here. And let me touch you there. And a lot of them hold on to that and they never say nothing until they're adults. It's sad. But a lot of y'all don't want to go deep into that because you don't believe that a woman can be like that. But let me tell you, these women, they're dangerous. And not all women, but there's a lot of them. There's a lot. We hear about teachers every day doing it. Even female officers, and all of them get a break. But don't let it be a man. They treat men like they're the dirtiest things in the world. And while they're sitting there looking at men, they're missing the real predators, the women. Like I told y'all, mark my words. You're going to find out a lot of stuff about Oprah. Oprah is not a saint. Stop looking at these billionaires like they're God, because they have an expiration date just like us. That money won't keep them from going to heaven or hell. Y'all didn't see the transformation of Oprah. Oprah was never built like a number 8. She was always built like a 0. Always. 0. That was her body shape. Now she's a number 8. Y'all really believe that she was working out? Oprah's damn near 70, y'all. Transforming herself. That doesn't take away what you did in that old shell of a body. You're still disgusting and vile. I don't care how much surgery you get. I don't care how much money you make. The truth will come out. Y'all so focused on these men, and the women are the ringleaders. You would be amazed if you knew everything. But y'all so busy believing the low people because you don't want to entertain the high people that are controlling those people up below. But see, that might be too deep for some of y'all. Let me show you guys another video. This was a DJ doing his job, and this woman would not stop groping him and touching him. I don't know how you men do it, because a lot of these men were taught if a woman puts their hands on you, you can push them off and say, let me go, don't touch me. But you men, you guys take it. All these videos I get, these men sit there. That's not fair. And the crazy thing is, I know women saw this woman do this, and they will watch or they will record, because a woman recorded this video and put it out there. But I didn't see anybody telling her to stop. I didn't see anybody telling that woman to back away. They were just recording. Here it is. You guys literally saw her keeping him from doing his job. Daquan said that men possess a trait called patience. Daquan, I get you. But a man can only be patient for so long. That man was doing his job. I mean, she was on him so hard that his little headset came all the way down to his eyes. And if you notice, when she put his hands up, what was his hands doing? He kept them spaced out and up. He didn't want to be held accountable for nothing. And while he had his hands up, that's telling her, don't touch me. If a man is interested, he will take his hand and cuff yours with his. His hand stayed up. He wanted no parts of this woman. And she continued to keep him from doing his job. And then you saw women in the background cheering it on. Yeah, yeah, because they don't give a damn. But if the DJ had been on her like that, what are you doing? Leave her alone. Somebody get the bouncer. Somebody get security. Call 911. That's the difference. Do y'all get what I'm saying? That's the difference. It isn't fair. I see videos like this all the time, but it's fake though, right? All these videos I made up and I paid these people to do this in the video, right? Because women try to find everything they can. Today, I posted something that was sent to me on Saturday. A woman was outing her friend for trying to set up her landlord. She owed $600 in rent. Out of $2,000, she owed $600 more. She knew if she did not pay him by Tuesday, tomorrow, she was going to be evicted. So she told him her air wasn't working properly, so he would come and check it. And when he was there checking it, he left his phone out. Now, I want to remind you guys that when you're living in an apartment and men are checking your air, going through a vent. Whatever. I don't know the layout of the apartment. I don't know. But I know that there's vents, and a lot of the times they might have to look in the vent, the main vent, see if it's flowing. They're not going to take their phone up there with them. I can promise you that. That's the last thing they'll take up there. So he happened to leave his phone out, and not everybody locks their phone. If you're going over to a tenant's house and it's you and the tenant, most men don't think, oh, let me lock my phone. If something happens to the phone, there's only one person you can blame. Her, him, whoever it is in that place with you. Now, if he went into an apartment and there was multiple people, I could see somebody locking their phone or keeping it in the car. I got it. But when it's only two people in the unit, you and the person, you don't think, oh, let me lock my phone. Especially when you're a landlord. People call you all the time. Anyone that's ever been a landlord or knows one, I promise you, they get calls all the time. So why the fuck would you lock your phone? Just to unlock it every time. Some people just don't do that, depending on where they're at. So him leaving his phone out is how she was able to text herself, as if he was offering her an option to pay off the balance by having sex with him. Deleted it from his phone. Then showed her friend. See, a lot of women trust each other. They trust each other so much that when they tell them something disgusting and vile, they're hoping that their friend will stick to the code. But her friend didn't stick to the code. She told me. Not only did she tell me, she told me the apartments, and she gave me the number to the landlord. And I called him, and I told him. And he let me know today that even though she did that, she admitted it, because of course she's trying to figure out how to pay the rest of the rent. So because of that, they're still giving her the chance to pay it by tomorrow, or she will be evicted. And according to the friend, she doesn't have the money. She was hoping to set him up with a sexual assault. Y'all see what I'm saying? And then when I posted it, you had women. Why didn't she call? Let me tell you, I say this all the time. There's people in this world that are not built to tell on people. Anonymously, in person, whatever. They'd rather someone else do it. They would rather someone else take the heat. I'm not going to question her on why she didn't want to do it. She knows what I do. And I don't have a problem with telling them my name either. I told them my name, everything. I don't care. And I gave them my real phone number because I don't care. I'm not scared of a woman. I'm not scared to do the right thing. But you have a lot of women that are scared to do the right thing. So they half do it, but not fully do it. And I'm okay with that because I was able to protect somebody's reputation, protect their job. That's all it's about. It took me seconds to call him. Didn't take me that long to email him the receipts. I don't care about the backlash. But you have women saying, well, why didn't he lock his phone? That doesn't sound right. My husband is a chief engineer and he doesn't lock his phone. And I tell him to. No, it's too much. Because when he's working on something and he has to look up something, a code, he doesn't feel like pushing all the buttons all the time. I can't tell my husband what to do, but not even my husband locks his phone. And he runs the whole news station. So everybody don't lock their phone, but women will sit there and make an excuse to make it fake in their mind so they don't have to believe that women exist like this. But then when you show them a video, they'll say, well, yeah, that's that one time though. That happened one time. I don't see those videos all the time. Show me some more, Daphne. Well, I showed you guys like 4. I already showed y'all 4. 4 different people. Some celebrities, some not. I showed you a hard-working DJ that's being fondled. I showed you guys a little bit of everybody, a rapper, an actor. So how many examples do you guys need before you believe it? This ain't no skit. This ain't written down. These aren't actors. These are real people. But you women, they love and hip hop and Real Housewives. They believe that shit is true over the videos I show them, over the receipts I show them. They say that love and hip hop is real life over a man being sexually assaulted. That's how warped their minds are, guys. We have another predator. Let me show you another video because I love to keep it going. Y'all remember this one?
I'm fucking a bad bitch. I'm turned up off that drink. I'm turned up off that drink. I'm turned up off that drink. I'm turned up.
That video is really quick, so I'm gonna show you one more time.
I'm fucking a bad bitch. I'm turned up off that drink. I'm turned up off that drink. I'm turned up off that drink. I'm turned up.
So as you guys can see, when he says no and you got to put something in his drink, why would a woman even make a joke like that, guys? If a man did a TikTok and said when she says no and I still slip a little thing in her drink, do y'all think that it would be funny? Even if she's just playing, why would you play about drugging a man? Because Cardi B did it, because Summer Walker said it's okay to do. It's never a problem when a woman is saying it because they don't look at a woman as a predator. I do. I see predator with a wig, a dehydrated wig. That's what I saw. Shaking her high calories, just shaking them. That's what I saw. I didn't see an innocent giver of life. I saw a predator. And that's why me and women don't get along, because they want me to stick to a code. I don't abide by y'all code. That's why you guys are single and bitter and old and dusty bums, because y'all busy sticking to the code. And those women with morals and class, they're married and they're picked. And women like me, I'm going to continue to advocate for men, because men don't have to go through this by themselves. And I tell men every day, if you don't want to tell your story, I'll tell it for you. Because sometimes people need to hear it and see it. And you got a lot of women that don't believe men unless they actually see the charge on a document. But a woman, she can go on TikTok right now and say a man's following her. Let me cash up you money to get Uber. We got you. They come into full effect. And that woman just got a meal for the night. That easy. But if a man said he was being stalked and followed by a woman, they wouldn't believe that. You're probably the stalker. Oh, you're the one following her. Come on, dude. Look at you. You're not even cute. You're a dusty bum. Your hairline not even straight. That's what they do. I've seen it. But listen to this. This man interviewed a woman. She said that she wanted a man that makes money like Jeff Bezos, right? She said that it doesn't matter if the guy is 80 or 8. He can have sex with her orally. You heard me right. 80 or 8. And women said she's not all there. How come women have to be all twisted up? These are people that know right from wrong and they know what they're saying. Y'all got to stop thinking that these people have mental issues. They are normal people. They're just disgusting individuals that get away with it. Here's the video, guys.
How much he has to make? I mean, first of all, he gotta be rich as fuck like Elon Musk. Like
how much?
Like Elon Musk.
You think a guy who's rich like Elon Musk is going for you, though?
Elon Musk would eat this pussy all night. You know, 80 years old or 8 years old, he wanna eat this pussy. It's like,
What makes you think?
I'm sorry, I said Jeff Bezos. I meant Elon Musk. Sorry, guys. But you heard her, right? She said whether 80 or 8, they can have sex with her. She doesn't care. And women laughed and said she was just playing. She's a pretty girl. Yup. Y'all really believe that she means that? Look at her. I believed it. She meant that. 80 or 8. So when they say 8, that's what I heard. 8. I didn't care about the 80. That would mean that she probably did that shit already with somebody's kid. But you guys think it's cute because she's cute, right? Sorry, guys. I don't move well with that. I don't. I think it's disgusting behavior. And after she said that, I would have said, oh, okay. What's your name again? And pass that information on. That's someone you want to watch. Too comfortable saying some nasty stuff like that on video, guys. These people are real people saying stuff like that. Let me play it back for y'all. Maybe it was too quick for you guys.
how much he has to make? I mean, first of all, he gotta be rich as fuck like Elon Musk. Like
how much?
Like Elon Musk.
You think a guy who's rich like Elon Musk is going for you though?
Elon Musk would eat this pussy all night. 80 years old or 8 years old, he want to eat this pussy. It's like that.
What makes you think?
She meant it. She meant it. So things like this we have to talk about, because if we don't, who else is going to do it? So when we see things like what's happening to Michael Rainey, that's going to keep happening until we stand up and help our men. We can't give women passes for doing things you wouldn't give a man a pass for. We have to equally hold them accountable, because if a man does it, we want blood. We want them to be locked up at the bottom of the jail. We want them to be the girlfriend of Tyrone and Cell Block D, right? But when a woman does it, we should get her counseling. We shouldn't put her in prison. That's not going to help her. She needs to be out in the world to learn from her mistake. That young teacher who got pregnant by her student moved into her student's complex and was having sex with her student from the age of 12 to 14 years old and got pregnant. She got pregnant by her student, guys, and moved into his apartment complex. You would have thought this teacher would have gotten what? 88 years? That's what they give a man. You know what? I'm wrong. They tell a man life plus 88 years. They love to do that to men. Like, you already said life, but they want to add 88 years to really make you look dumb. That's telling you you ain't never getting out. Life plus 88 years. But a female predator, they're told, we want you to have your baby, and then we're going to give you a chance to get to know your baby. Bond with your baby, skin to skin. And then you could turn yourself in and do a year in jail. Yeah, you guys heard me, right? This teacher who sexually assaulted her student for 2 years and then moved into his apartment complex, got pregnant by him. The judge said, here's your punishment. You giver of life, here is your punishment. Give birth to your baby, not in jail, in the hospital. Get to know your baby, skin to skin. And then once everything's good, you can turn yourself in and you have to do a year in jail. That is a reward. She's doing less time than she had the relationship. Are y'all not seeing the pattern? You're giving her a year in jail, not prison. And there is a difference between jail and prison. There's a difference. Not only is she gets to wait till she has her kid and till she's all good and healthy and happy. But when she turns herself in, she's only doing a year. But the relationship was 2 years and she's pregnant and having a kid with a kid who would still be a kid. And her punishment was bond with your baby and then turn yourself in to do a year. That year is going to go. And then, the year is not going to be a full year. She'll get out in 5 months for good behavior. That's the reward that women get. But if a man had a relationship with his female student for 2 years and moved into her apartment complex and got her pregnant, do y'all think he would be able to bond with his child skin to skin and then get given, and then the judge say, we're going to give you a year, Tyrone, a year in jail? Y'all know that would never be the outcome. Tyrone will be in jail. No, I'm sorry, will be in prison. By the time he gets out of prison, his kid will be an adult. But see, that's why there's a lot of females doing this with their students, because they don't get a lot of time, especially if that's your first time being caught. Y'all heard what I said, right? They might not have a criminal record because they haven't gotten caught, but it doesn't mean that they haven't done the behavior before. So because they don't have a criminal record, they'll definitely get a slap on the wrist. Even if a man doesn't have a criminal record, he could still get life plus 88 years. Because you're a man preying on a young little girl, moving into her apartment complex, getting her pregnant. But when a woman does it, oh, she's so sweet. She's still a woman. She's going to nurture that baby and care for the baby, we shouldn't give her a hard time because she's the giver of life. I'm glad I'm not a judge. I would be judge accountability. They would hate coming into my court. Let a woman come in there that's been funneling a kid. You're not going to see the light of day. I would be the worst judge for you to sit in front of. I would not play games. Women would get the equal amount of time a man would get. I don't care what it is. Oh, 2 years. You moved to their apartment? Well, guess what? You're going to have new residency. Cell block D. And you're going to be there. Your lease, you're going to be signing a 20-year lease. How does that sound? Oh, yeah. I'll be joking and I'll be for real at the same time. Until we get judges like that, there's going to be a lot of this happening out there in the streets, out there on YouTube, out there on Facebook, wherever it may be. And I'm hoping that more women will stand up for these men. Because if you don't stand up for these men, the ones that's under them, the young little boys, they're going to continue to sit down and say nothing. Well, nobody cares. They're going to laugh at me anyway, right? They're going to call me a fruitcake, right? So I might as well stay quiet. I don't want to get embarrassed like Michael got embarrassed. Did you see the Shade Room comments? Yeah, I saw them. Did you see how they were attacking him and he's the victim? Yeah. So why would we say anything? Man, our teacher was right. They'd never believe us. Well, I guess we just have to keep getting sexually assaulted. Yeah, you're right, man. I just can't wait to graduate from school so we won't have to go through this anymore. I know, man. That's the conversations because you guys don't want to be serious about it. It's funny to you. Y'all think everything's a joke and a game. Using cast member names as if it's a joke. The Law and Order intro as if it's a joke. He really did get sexually assaulted. But it's a joke to women until it's them. And then you have the women that like to say men are staring at me. They'll be in there damn near naked. They do anything that they can to make men look like the predators. Then you have this trend about the bear because of women like this. Check this out. So she's saying that she can't even stretch in peace. She's wearing whatever that is that she had on. Panty shorts, I don't know. Riding all the way up. Probably needs to see the gynecologist after that. They were so tight and riding up. Can't even stretch in peace. I had to literally tell this man, stop staring at me. And we didn't see nobody looking. These women, guys, they're dangerous out here. They really are. I'm showing you guys all these examples that they put out there. I promise you I didn't pay not one of these people to make these videos. This is already out there. And nobody talks about it. I guess what makes me mad is that it's always breaking news when a woman has been assaulted. But when it's a man, it's news. But right after we talk about Michael Rainey, we're going to go right back into the drama. But when they posted Diddy assaulting Cassie, they let it linger for a little bit to get people fueled up and mad. I picked the bear. See? See the way Diddy is kicking her? That's why I picked the bear. Have you ever seen a bear attack someone? Google it. I take kickings all day for 300, Alex. Because the way they claw you, they claw that dry wig right on off your head. With the hair cap. And the braids. All in their claws. You'll pick the bear, my ass. Go ahead and pick the bear. Fellas, y'all need to pick the bear too. Because these women are just as dangerous. Well, they don't stalk us and chase us. Well, bears don't say, he's assaulting me. Help me. Bears don't say, I want money for what you did to me. Not criminal conviction. I want money. Bears don't lie. So men will choose them too. At least they don't have to worry about being with a bear, being in the company of a bear and the bear shouting, they're looking at me differently. Somebody help me. Men can come up with excuses too, ladies. At least they don't have to be accused. If they tell them, I'm not interested. You're not interested? Look at me. Oh, you're not interested? He was looking at my breasts. You're fired. That's how easy it is. Men can't even reject you, ladies, in a PG way. And don't let a man be unattractive. That's when it's sexual assault. He's looking at me. I'm not interested. But I don't like the way he's looking at me. Can you fire him? I'm scared to come to work. But if it's an attractive man, they want him to stare all day. They might even come to work with a low-cut shirt, a little skirt, bend down and pick up the stapler that they dropped on purpose, right? And then when he rejects her, you know, I got a girlfriend, but thank you. I appreciate it. They flip that into sexual assault. So men, y'all should choose the bear too. At least you have a chance at living. Because a man, you guys are tactful. You can figure it out. Y'all saying y'all choose a bear in the woods. Y'all women can't even build shit. How y'all gonna fight off a bear? Throw your wig at him? Throw your phone at him? Throw a nail at him? Throw a lash at him and flick it and try to cut him? What are y'all gonna do to fight off a bear? Not a damn thing, right? At least men have a chance. They're not just gonna sit up there and say, it's coming at me. They're gonna make a homemade shake out of branches and kill that bear. But y'all want to choose a bear. Get the fuck out of here. I'd never choose a bear over a man protecting and providing for me. Y'all just want to choose the bear because no man wants you. Used to choose cats. Remember that? A lot of you women choose cats. Y'all been choosing cats for the last 20 years. Now y'all want to choose a bear. Get out of here. Y'all scared to go check the house at night. Talking about you choose a bear. Y'all scary asses. You hear a noise downstairs. You ain't gonna send a bear? Go check on the noise. Oh, I thought you was independent and strong. You don't need a man. Where's the bear? Go call you a bear to check the house. Oh, I forgot. The bear is not inside the house. But you'll choose the bear. I just think what we need to start doing is acknowledging that there's a lot of females out there getting away with this behavior. And if you see it, call it out. If you see the man is being real protective about it because he doesn't want to be clowned or mocked, be his voice. Y'all women know how to recite Sexy Red and Cardi B and all this bullshit ass music. Y'all know that by heart, but you don't know how to stand up and advocate for men? That's where the cat got your tongue. That's where you guys don't want to talk. You know how to tell a man he ain't shit, he a bum, he broke, he dusty, right? He get on your nerves, right? He don't do nothing for you, right? But the minute they need you, cat got your tongue. The minute they need your help, you don't want to talk about it. We all know that nothing's going to happen to the girl, right? We know that Michael Rainey isn't going to press charges, right? Because that's his friend's sister. If he presses charges on her, that's going to ruin their friendship, right? We know he's not going to press charges, which is the saddest part about all this. That was his friend's sister who felt confident in doing that. He said his sister's never been around a celebrity before. That doesn't make it okay. Has she ever been around a knuckle sandwich? Because she'll get to know that real good next time she does it. Has she ever been close to an uppercut? What about a DDT? Because that's what's going to happen if she puts her hands on me again. I don't care if you've never met a celebrity. You don't never go at it that way. You don't. All I can say is that he handled it well. He did. I know a lot of men have patience, but there are men in this world that when you touch their private part by just their reaction, it's a quick hit and they don't mean to do it, but that's just how it goes. It has nothing to do with a woman's looks. That is his body. And just like you wouldn't want a man grabbing you, you don't get to grab a man. And the way she looked at him was like, I know you want this. And you could tell he didn't. You didn't even have to see it. You just saw his arm movements. You wouldn't even have to see every little thing to know what was going on, right? And I hope that if a young person saw that and you are a victim, of being groped and touched and sexually assaulted. I hope that you have a male and female in your life that you trust enough to go to and tell them. Don't hold it in, young men. I know that you guys might see men get made fun of every day, but there are women like me who don't laugh at stuff like that, who would never joke about things like that. So any young women and men listening to this show, if you are a victim of sexual assault and you're scared to tell your parents, you're scared to tell someone you love, email me, MEN_TAL health@yahoo.com, and I will help you. If you need me to be the opening to getting you to speak to your parents about it, I got your back. You got these kids that don't even go to their parents. They go to people like me online because their parents did not create that safe space because you're busy laughing and joking. You know, kids, they watch and they see what you do. And y'all know this already. I don't have to give birth to kids to tell you this. They watch and see you act a damn fool online. And that pushes them away. Then they email me, hey, Miss Daphne, can you help me? My teacher has been touching me every day at school. I'm scared to tell my parents because I think they'll laugh at me. Why would you think they'll laugh at you? Because of this? Shit like this. Y'all let your kids play with your iPads and your phones. They go to your apps and they see what you're saying. They're visual. They know how to figure out this technology stuff. They're very smart. So when they see you laughing, look at this fruitcake. Are you really telling me that if she looked good, you wouldn't like it? Come on now. They see things like that. And they say, well, you know what? Then maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe it's okay for my teacher to touch me. Or maybe it's okay for this person's parent to touch me. Because if I say something, they're going to laugh at me. You know, kids, their self-esteem could be crushed that quick. I showed you guys a lot of examples. And I would honestly tell you guys that of all those examples I showed you, did you see the expressions of people who were assaulted? They didn't look like they wanted it. They looked highly uncomfortable. Yeah. I'm just looking at some of your comments, guys. Those females should talk to Grizzly Man and his girlfriend. You crazy. Dude spent 31 days in jail just for being unattractive around a woman. She made up a whole story that he sexually assaulted her in the parking lot. Yes. Yes. You guys remember, if anybody follows me on Instagram, do you guys remember the story about Gary? Gary the janitor. He told her she looked pretty. He gave her a flower. When he gave her the flower, she didn't know it was from him. But when he told her she looked nice today, I don't know if it was nice or pretty. I'm sorry, guys. I get so many stories, but it's on my Instagram and I pinned it. She wasn't attracted to Gary because he was a janitor. He wasn't unattractive in looks. He just didn't have the pay. He wasn't making enough. Everything else was great. He just was the janitor. And she got him fired. She got him fired because he told her she looked nice. Now, guys, I wouldn't encourage you to ever leave a sticky note on someone's computer. Don't do that. You could tell her, you know, hey, you look nice today. Okay, have a good day. You could tell her like that verbally, but I wouldn't leave a sticky note. That's evidence. That's proof. It makes their story more plausible when they're flipping it and saying that you are a stalker. And you said no when you gave them the rose. Now I know who gave me the rose. It was Gary, the janitor. And she got him fired. But where she made a mistake is she went into a group to tell people that she got him fired. I just don't understand women. She could have took that with her to the grave. But they go into these groups and they think that women are supposed to be trusted with information that can hurt somebody. She didn't realize that I was in that group and that I saw it. And then when somebody asked her if Gary wasn't the janitor, if he was making big bucks, would you have given him a chance? Yeah. If he was making money, yeah. So really you got him fired because he was a janitor, not because you were uncomfortable. Okay. So you know I had to do my job. And at the end of the day, Gary got his job back and she lost hers. You know how when companies talk in a way where they can't tell you she actually got fired, but they have handled the situation? She got fired. Now she's looking for unemployment and Gary got his job back. But now Gary learned a valuable lesson, because if I wasn't in that group, Gary would have been looking for work. Men don't mean to be disrespectful. A lot of women like getting nice little notes, but from guys that they find attractive or have the money. See, you can be a handsome man, but if you're making $9 an hour, you become ugly in their book. Or you could be an unattractive man making 6 figures, and that's sexy to a woman. Your money is sexy, not you. So if you're not unattractive with money or attractive with money, they're not going to look your way. And when they don't get their way, it turns into sexual assault. That's the only problem I have with women. And if you go on TikTok, that's where you'll find most of these stories. You had a woman that said a man was following her out of the gym. She put that man's face on TikTok. And this is why I said TikTok needs to go. Because these women do these quick little shorts, little videos, and they make money off of it, off of someone else's pain. She said, this man won't stop following me. She was speaking low at first so he wouldn't hear. Then she raised the camera up higher where we could see him in the video. See, guys, he's going where I'm going. They were both going to the parking lot. He parked the same place where she parked. And women use that. What are y'all doing? And he said, I'm not following you. What are you doing? I don't want to be on camera. And you got some men in the gym who would be staring at you because they don't want to be on camera. You women don't understand that. That's why a lot of y'all go to Planet Fitness. No judgment zone, right? Because y'all go to LA Fitness and you put men on camera that don't want to be. Men actually go to gyms to work out. Not to take a selfie, throw some water on their face, and then leave. They work out and they get into the zone. So when you got women playing with the machines and trying to be cute, take your ass to another gym. They're staring at you because you've been on that machine for 50 minutes taking pictures. Last year, I got a woman banned from the gym. I sure did tell on her ass because I saw what she did. And it felt good getting a woman banned from the gym for trying to accuse a man of something he didn't do. And me and my husband watched the whole thing. You know, sometimes we don't think record. Sometimes you don't think to record because you're in the moment. I'm not thinking, you know what? Press record. But I made sure that that woman was held accountable, because when that man started turning red, I felt what he felt. He was so scared. And when they told her that she was banned, that felt better than anything. And I'd do it 10 times over. I don't have a problem with getting women in trouble. And I don't care what race you are. But I need you guys to know that, in my opinion, there are far more female predators than men. And I'm telling you, ladies and men, watch your kids. It doesn't have to happen by the next door. It doesn't have to happen from the next door neighbor or, a friend. It could be happening at school. The teacher telling your kid to stay late. They need to work on their assignments. Their grades are slipping. They need a tutor. I can tutor your kid here at the school. You have to be vigilant. Ask your kids questions, and don't mock sexual assault around your kid. It's not a joke. And they will think that you think it's a joke, and they won't tell you nothing. Then they'll reach out to me, and then I got to be their parent because you're not doing your job. But y'all get mad at me when they reach out to me, right? I'm telling you why they reach out to me, because you guys take it as a joke. Y'all think that men can't be victims because there's too many men out there doing it, right? Stalking females. And I'm not telling you that men don't do it at higher rates. It's like that now because they're not actually looking at the numbers. It's not that men are not just coming out and saying anything. A lot of people refuse to acknowledge the truth. I think this world would go crazy if they found out that there's more male victims of sexual assault than females. They wouldn't believe that. I would. Men go into clubs every day, and if they look good, women will brush up against them on purpose. Men tell me that all the time. Like, I know she didn't just run into me. She gripped my chest, my pec area. Sometimes women will run up on a man and sniff him, take a big, whiff, and say, "You smell good. Damn, you smell good." That's invading their personal space too. That's no different. You had a woman on TikTok putting lipstick on and bumping into men from the back and putting the lipstick on them, like they were doing something they shouldn't be doing, getting them in trouble. The most dangerous things that you can do. There was another TikTok last year, and I almost lost my TikTok over it, where a woman was going into crowded clubs and telling a man, "Don't touch me," to get people to look her way. What are we doing? What are we doing, ladies? I just wish a lot of women took it seriously when a man says that he's been assaulted. And I hope that it doesn't happen to someone in your life. If you've been laughing at it for years, I hope it doesn't happen to you or someone you love and someone else thinks that you're lying. But I'm going to say this. Anytime a woman does come out and say that something happened to her, I'm always going to ask questions because I don't see the evidence. Michael Rainey had a video to prove that he was sexually assaulted. 8 times out of 10, when a woman goes on TikTok and tells you, "I was sexually assaulted," they're just telling you a story. The same story that Caroline Bryant told those racist men that got that young boy killed, Emmett Till. She told them a story, and it was so believable. And there were absolutely no receipts. And then you had to find out decades later, "Oh, I lied. He didn't actually touch me. He didn't do none of that stuff. I lied." And nothing ever happened to her. That should tell you enough right there. Even when a woman admits that she lied, she still doesn't get in any trouble. She had a warrant. They squashed that. They squashed her warrant. They took care of her up until her death because she never got in trouble. She actually died of an illness. She didn't die in prison. She died with family. Guys, I just hope that y'all got something out of my show today, because it really did upset me. And the fact that the Shade Room, a lot of people like I used to like the Shade Room. I'm starting to get tired of them. Because the fact that they don't mind posting videos when men are doing the hurt, but when women are doing the hurt, they're going to give you a still shot. And they even put a warning sign. Y'all just saw the video. Y'all saw the same video. Do y'all really think this video deserved a warning sign? Do you think that they couldn't post this video? Let me show you one more time. Do y'all really think they couldn't show this video? Can someone show me the nudity? Can someone show me why they would need to put a warning sign? You see him moving, but you don't see nothing going on, but you know what's happening. Can someone tell me why that would have needed a warning sign? Why they couldn't post the actual video? Because the Shade Room doesn't want to upset their female followers. They're female followers. They need them. They make up a big part of their following. The rest of them are bots and fake pages. Ain't no way you got 30-something million followers and you're barely getting 30,000 likes. I saw over 200,000 likes on somebody's page where they were showing their feet, their nail polish. And they only had 1.2 million followers. So how do you have 30 plus million, 39 million? I don't know, a lot. But you're not even breaking 1 million likes on one post. They didn't mind posting Rhoda. They didn't mind posting Rhoda Osmond. When she lied about being assaulted, they didn't even care about the facts. They posted Rhoda and got 1 million likes. Rhoda got them paid off of a lie. And they still didn't delete that video to this day. That should tell you enough. The retraction, when they posted that she lied, that didn't even get the same energy that the allegation did. When they said this woman lied on a black man, well, that's just one woman. Men really do assault women. Remember that man in Brooklyn when she didn't give up the number? That's what women do. They try to make other excuses when the woman is lying. 1 million likes on the allegation. 50,000 likes on the truth. Let that sink in. These pages don't want to lose their followings. They don't want women to stop following them. So they have to coddle the women. We're not going to show y'all the video of the woman doing the act. We'll just show you a picture. And we'll throw in some comments that people said about that video. And everybody in the comments were saying, where's the video? Post the video. And I had to tell them, go to my page. Then they go to my page and say, y'all couldn't post this video? And now it's starting to click for people. I just want y'all to know that. There's going to be women like me that's going to stand up for y'all men. And I'm actually hoping that more men come out to people that they love and tell them what's been going on. Nobody should have to hold that in. And I'm hoping that the women and men in their life don't mock them and laugh at them, but they actually take in what they're saying and try to help them. Any woman and man that's going through this and they're scared to speak up, I'll be your voice, whatever you need. Because sexual assault, abuse, all that is real. I come from domestic violence. I know what that's like. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to be choked and stabbed and punched, pushed, kicked, banged, all of that. I know what it's like. And eventually I had to open up and say something to get help for myself. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys need help, say something. But women, you guys have to do better and stop mocking men when they tell you something personal. It's not funny. That's why a lot of you deserve to be in the woods with those bears. Because you have no heart. You don't care until it's your son. Women don't understand it until it's happening to them. Why does it have to take that long? Why can't you just stand up and fight for these men that you want protection from, that you want respect from? But look at how you treat them when they need you. That's the problem. You're not the most disrespected. You're the most disrespectful. Malcolm X wasn't talking to you ladies of this generation. He was talking about the women back in the 60s. They were disrespected. You women now, no. Black men are the most disrespected. And I stand behind that statement as a Black woman. Because when things happen to them, we laugh, we joke. But then we want them to protect us, provide for us, procreate with us. But look at how we talk about them when they need us. Someone said Kevin Samuel said something similar about that. Yeah. Believe all women is one of the most dangerous things that I've ever heard. Don't believe all women. Don't believe all men. Believe the facts. Believe the proof. Believe the charge, the conviction. Because if you believe all women, you're going to be in a dangerous position. If we believed all women, then you guys believe women when they say I'm a predator. Then you guys believe women when they say I'm crazy and I'm a narcissist, psychopath. I want attention. I don't care about people. This is what women are saying about me. Do y'all believe it? They say things like that about me every day. They make these bullshit ass memes, and Daphne doesn't care about the Black community. But if you ask them what have they done lately, besides post a meme or told somebody to like and subscribe, they haven't done shit. But talk about other people. They don't talk about topics like this. These big pages won't talk about sexual assault on men because they'll lose their following. Do you think you ever see Derek Jackson talking about this? No. Here say, ladies, even though you are beautifully made by God and there's no blemish on you, there's no wrong on you. You're beautiful. There's no, your hair is perfect and every man wants you. There's going to be a time where a man is just not interested. And that's not your fault. That's his fault for not wanting you. Because you're beautiful. You got men that do that. They'll make a woman feel like there's nothing that they ever do wrong. And that's why these women buy into their books and their bullshit, because they lie to them. That's not this page. Not this page. I'm not begging for money. I'm not even monetized. I could be on my Twitter right now doing a space and have about 10, 15,000 listeners on that. Getting paid. But I come to YouTube because it's not about the money. It's about the morals and the message. They getting the M's confused. A lot of these people are all for the money. I'm for the morals and the message. That's all I care about. And I'm going to keep coming here as much as I can. But I want to tell you guys today that men are victims too. Check on your kids. This is Men's Health Month as well. And look how this month is going to shit. Everybody's forgetting that this is the Father's Day month. Men's Health Month. Y'all so focused on Juneteenth and Pride and other things. And your men need you. Your men need you. Check on your kids. If you have people babysitting your kids, make sure you have cameras. When your kid is telling you that everything's okay and they're not looking you in your eye, they're lying to you. If they can't look you in the face and tell you everything's okay and they have to look down at their shoes, they are hurting. It's not okay. Create that safe space for your kid to feel like they can tell you anything. You're the parent. You're not their bestie. You're not their friend, their homie, shopping buddy. You are the parent. They are the child. When you establish those boundaries, the floodgates will open up. I promise you. But because you act like you're their friend, they're not going to tell you nothing. They're going to say it to me. So that's all I got to say about that. And I could tell that a lot of people don't really care about Father's Day. I could tell by the amount of orders. I realized that for Mother's Day, a lot of you men went out and bought so much for the women in your life. I sent so many custom pillows. I sent so many custom shirts and bags in the month of May. But in the month of June, women don't give a damn. Oh, he just wants socks and pajamas. No, he doesn't. He don't want that. It's the little things for men that count. The little things. And I'm not talking about socks and ties. Because you wouldn't want socks and ties. Y'all women would lose your damn mind if a man got you something like that. Spend some money on these men who love and provide for you every day. Ask them how work was. Some of these men have a woman at work that won't stop touching them, but they can't even tell you because you haven't created that safe space. When they come home, you want to argue. You want to blame them for shit they didn't even do yet. You want to talk about your problems. But how many of you women ask these men, how was your day at work? It was fine. What was fine about it? Make them speak. Well, you know, you're not acting like it's fine. Your whole demeanor is off. What happened? Talk to me, babe. I'm right here. Somebody messing with you at work? Yeah, that's what it is. What's going on? Yeah, the woman, Brenda. She won't stop pushing up on me at work. And I'm scared to go to HR because I might get fired. Okay, do me a favor. When you go to work, turn your phone on. Make sure your phone's on. Put it on the voice note. Put it in your pocket. Hey, Brenda, can you please back away? You're invading my space. Come on now. Come on now, baby. You know you like this. No, I don't. Please, Brenda, leave me alone. Please back away. You are invading my space. Now you got it on voice note. Now go and tell on Brenda's ass. But see, a lot of you women don't dig in like that. Because you don't care about how your man's day was. It's all about you. A lot of these men, there's somebody at work right now that harasses them and they haven't even told you. But they'll tell me, Daphne, how should I handle it? Do you have a wife? Yeah, tell her. Tell your wife. Your wife comes first, not me. Well, I'm having problems with trying to get in touch with her and we're never on the same page and she's always at work and make time. We'll do a 3-way call. Make time. Ladies, check on the men in your life. Check on your kids. Ask them about school. Ask them what happened at school. Ask them, is everything okay? And look at their body language. Are they kicking their feet out? Are they messing with their nails? Are they biting their nails? Are they looking away? They're avoiding telling you what's really going on. Come on, people. Y'all know how to find out if a man is cheating. Y'all know how to figure out the password to his Facebook, huh? Passcode on his phone. Y'all know all that, but you don't know what's going on in your kid's life. Crazy. I'm just saying, guys, we got to do better. Someone said I had a woman, Kiam, I hope I said it right. He said I had a woman buy me a birthday cake at work when it was known that I was engaged. Yep. And if she would have bought me that birthday cake and she knew I was engaged, she would have been wearing that cake. Oh, yeah, she would have been wearing that cake. Don't give me no gifts. And you know what? A lot of men don't even understand that. At work, when females bring you coffee and they buy you things and you accept it, you're telling them you're interested. Don't accept their gifts. You're opening the door for these female predators, and they're going to walk right in and take over. He touched me. Now you're fired. Don't take any gifts from another woman at work. That's the worst place to do that. Don't even hang out with the woman outside of work because she'll take that into work. Women are emotional. So if you hit it outside of work, work is going to find out and you're going to be fired. Stay away from women at work. They will ruin your reputation. I've seen it happen. There's not a lot of men like Gary that I can save their job. I was able to save his job. I've saved a lot of jobs for men by telling. Because these women with these big mouths, they go into these groups and they trust every woman in there. I can't be trusted in groups. I'm telling it all. I'm singing. Because I owe none of y'all loyalty. And I would want somebody to tell me. So if you in there doing some sneaky stuff, oh yeah, they're going to find out. And I'm going to tell them I said it. Anytime I call CPS, anytime I call the police, I give them my government name, my address, my phone number. That's how bold I am. I want you to know it was me. I'm not hiding from you. I want you to know there's real people in this world that won't let you do this behavior. Y'all feel what I'm saying? I owe you women no loyalty. Don't trust me in these groups. Kick me out of them. I don't care. Somebody in there's going to send it to me anyway. Do y'all honestly think I don't have eyes and ears everywhere? So when you guys kick me out of these groups and ban me where I can't be re-added, there's somebody else in there already doing the work for me. All they have to do is send me the post and your Facebook link, and I got it from there. So y'all really not doing shit in there, Nino Brown. Y'all not in no control. I'm still going to get you. I've submitted 15 tips to the FBI this month alone. Y'all think I'm playing. It ain't a game. I owe you guys no loyalty. That's why women don't like me. And they will sit there and talk about me and bash me. But if you ask them what they've done lately, they won't have nothing to say. So with that being said, guys, I just want you to know that sexual assault on men will never be accepted on this podcast. Men and women. Women don't deserve to be punched, kicked, hurt, abused. None of that. Fellas, you need to keep your hands to yourself too. But in this moment, we're talking about what females have done to men. I'm not making it all about men being the victims. But lately, men have been on these videos being assaulted. And you cannot deny video proof. When y'all saw Cassie getting kicked, you women had a heart attack. Y'all couldn't even sleep that night. How dare Diddy do? And Diddy deserves to be locked away for life. I will never support his nasty ass. I don't. Diddy was always off in my book. I would never support someone like that. And you hear these men protect him. Well, you know, I know he did, but I know he did that. And because a lot of those men was playing BG's butt games with Diddy. So of course they're going to support him. I don't support male abusers, rapists, none of that. You don't get that on this panel. I want Diddy to be somebody's girlfriend and sell Block D. Instead of him making hits, he needs to be making license plates. Going from $30 million to $30 a year. Washing dishes. Diddy the dishwasher. They already got a name for him in prison. Diddy the dishwasher. Take that, dry that, dry that. He can go. But right now, today, we're talking about females. I want to see more females in prison for this behavior. Because I'm telling you, when a woman goes to prison and she deals with these real criminals, it will change her. Sometimes women do need prison to redirect them. Prison does work for some people. They go in there and they eat that slop. They don't get to do their hair and nails and makeup and lashes like they want. It changes them. It humbles them. They get out. They don't repeat. Women are less likely to repeat than men because they don't get to do all the girly stuff in there. You can't get your nails done by Ling Ling in prison. They make nails in prison. You're not going to be looking good in there. Perfumes and dehydrated wigs. You ain't going to get those in prison. So I'm just saying, the more females that get locked up, you'll see these cases go down, y'all. Real talk. And any man that's been sexually assaulted and didn't say anything, I'm sorry you felt like you didn't have to. But I hope moving forward, you actually say something about it. Because if you don't say anything about that, that person's going to do it to someone else. And that could be that person's freedom right there. Because you let that person go. When these women go online and tell you these fake stories about an assault that never happened, and we say, why didn't you go to the police? She's victim blaming. No, she's not. She's thinking logically. Don't let these women bully you into think that you're not asking the right questions. Why are you on TikTok and not going to the police? Because I want to make women aware. But what if the women are not on TikTok? Oh, I didn't think about that. No, because it's a fake story. Any woman that runs to social media before going to the cops, your story is full of shit. I will never, ever believe a woman that runs to social media first. Social media won't do nothing for you. If a man just assaulted you and it really did happen, and you go on Facebook and he's still out there, you're going to piss that man off and now he's going to kill the next woman, you idiot. See, women don't think like that. So that's why I don't believe their story. Because when the person is still out there on the loose and now they know that they've gone viral, now they have nothing to lose. So the next woman is going to be done. And it's going to be because your fat ass mouth. Shut the fuck up. Go to the police and let them apprehend the motherfucker first. Then you can tell your story, dummy. But see, women don't do that because they want the money. They don't really care. 90% of the stories on there are fake. They didn't get sexually assaulted. They just wanted your money. And when someone like me comes in and calls it out, I'm all of a sudden a narcissist and a pick-me. Of course, y'all love calling me that. I'm used to that now. I'm used to that because you don't want to be called out for lying. Who goes to Facebook and tells people that they've been sexually assaulted and the guy is still out there? Who does that shit? Who in their right mind would do that? You don't think that person's going to find that out? Well, he doesn't know where I live. Right. But now he's angry. You fueled him. Now his face is all over Facebook viral. So the next person that comes into his web will be killed because of you. You did nothing to help anybody. You didn't do nothing. But I can see a man being arrested and charged. And now the woman is telling her story. But see, that'll be too convenient. They're so busy lying. So fellas, because they do this, that's why you guys got to get them off the street. Because it's so easy for them to lie. A woman right now can put some eye drops in her eye and go on Twitter and go on TikTok and go live and say, this man took everything from me and now I'm homeless. And women will believe her and send her all of their money. And you'll tell her, where is this at? I don't want to tell you my state. I'm scared. Have you went to get help? I tried. No one wants to help me. All that is a lie, guys. Women get help at higher rates than men, I promise. So all I'm saying to you guys tonight is that, you know, when I see things like this, it really does hurt my feelings. That women feel bold enough to grab men on camera. That's some bold stuff. Not even men do that. And y'all talking about a bear. Woo! Y'all talking about being scared of men to the point where you can go into the woods with a bear, and you got these women that are blatantly grabbing penises on video while they're being recorded like nothing is happening. That's some brave predators right there. That's braver than men. Men are not even doing that. How many videos have you guys seen of men just grabbing titties? I just showed you Trey saying titty in the open. That was from years ago. I think that video is like 10 years old. And now she wants money for it because her feelings are hurt. But besides that, how often do you see a man literally forcing himself on a woman on video? They know the video is, they know that they're being recorded and they're still doing it and they're happy about it. How many videos have y'all seen like that? I can't tell y'all. I don't know. But I can show you 15 of women doing it, dancing in the club and groping on a man and grabbing his junk while he's performing. These women are so brave that they'll grab a man by his penis while he is performing live for a crowd. They have no fear. Ask yourself why these women have no fear of sexually assaulting a man on camera. But they're saying that they will go into the woods with a bear because they're scared. Y'all, am I preaching tonight? They're so scared of men, but they're not scared to assault men on camera. That is some wild shit, y'all. So y'all can go ahead and choose the bear. I mean, most of them already chose Tyrone and Pookie and Ray Ray. Like Shannon said, they already chose them. Now you made a bad decision and now you want to choose a bear. Well, good luck. So I'm just saying, guys, I'm hoping that if anybody out there has gone through this, that you guys are getting help. And if you need a recommendation, I can give you one. But at the end of the day, please know that on the Queen of Accountability's IG, on my celebrity Twitter, celebrity podcast on YouTube, Daphne Ford Sutton on Facebook, I'm holding everyone accountable at the same rate. No one's going to get a pass. I will never give somebody a pass for sexually assaulting someone. I don't care how light you think it is. A woman can brush against a man's body and I will still hold her accountable the same way. It doesn't bother me. I owe women no loyalty. I'm not trying to be your friend. I don't want to be your friend. I don't have to be your friend. If you're in these groups lying, I'm going to catch you. If you're on these blogs supporting sexual assault, I'm going to put you on blast. It is fair game. Remember, public profiles that go viral, it is fair game. Anything that doesn't have the friend or world symbol, I ain't covering nothing. So all I'm telling y'all today is that please check on your kids and check on the men in your life. I can guarantee you that most men have somebody at work that won't leave them alone. And the reason why they haven't cussed them out yet is because they really need their job. And even telling her, hey, can you kind of like leave me alone? No matter how nice they say it, can you please wholeheartedly, passionately, sincerely, please, can you please leave me alone? That will be taken out of context. So they have to endure being sexually assaulted or harassed at work because anything they do or say, it could be used against them. And don't let them tell somebody else at work that it's happening because then they're going to tell her. And then she's going to beat him to the punch by going to HR first. And then he gets fired. Y'all feel what I'm saying? I know these little tricks. I worked in HR, so I know the lies and the tricks. I know them. So if you guys are scared to go to HR first and you need to set someone up, I can show you the professional way to do it to save your job. Because a lot of these men, they say nothing because they feel like they'll lose their job. It's how you say it and the way you do it. You got to come correct. Because she's going to come in there with tears and boogers, lashes falling. You know when they wear them fake lashes and they cry and it falls and they be right there on their cheek? You think it's a spider, so you're scared at the same time and it's the lash? These women know how to create a scene. They watch it on TV every day. And HR believes the person that's more emotional. Look at this woman crying her heart out. And this man is sitting here without one tear. We believe her. So know that if you take it that route, she's going to put on a show. So it's great. It's good to be prepared. And I will prepare you. Wow. He said Mac Miller, rest in peace, said that he crowd surfed and a woman tried to stick her finger in his butt. Oh, yeah. I believe it. They did it to Michael Jackson. They was trying to rip his clothes off and tear him up when he used to get close. Mike had to be careful. They wanted a piece of Mike. They wanted a huge piece of Mike. Yeah, these women are very brutal. I looked at old videos of Michael Jackson, and these women were trying to trying to get some. They would do it right there on the stage if they could. And men have to accept that. They can't tell a woman you're doing too much. So I'm just saying, ladies, read body languages of men. No means no for them too. And they might not tell you no because they don't want to hurt your feelings because you think you're a 10. But when they put their hands up or when they push back or when they immediately grab themselves, like grab where you're grabbing, that means no. That's all I'm saying. No means no for men too. Please, please stop abusing our men. Please. I know you're doing it because you can get away with it, but you might do it to the wrong one. And then it won't be okay. Keep your hands to yourself, ladies. Men already have it hard. They should not have to live in this world where they're walking on avoiding landmines wherever they go. Men shouldn't have to live like that. They already get it. They already get talked about everywhere they go. Men are the biggest predators. Men do the most sexual assaults. Men do the most robberies. Men do the most. Men do the most. Men do the most. So they already have a target on their back. And because of that target, when you assault them, they feel like they can't even defend themselves because they're scared. It's not fair. Know that if I see it, fellas, I'm speaking about it. I don't care. I'll be your voice. So I hope you guys got something out of today's show. I'm not having a panel, but I hope you guys got something out of today. I will be doing my show on Wednesday about single mother by choice. We are going into that too, because lately a lot of you Black women are making big mistakes. The show that I'm doing Wednesday, it's about Ebony K. Williams telling Black women that it's okay to do IVF and raise a kid alone. That is the new thing. It's called single mother by choice. When I told these women over the years that you choose to be a baby mama, no, I don't. You're a pick-me. You're evil. You're lying. Now they're praising Ebony K. Williams for telling women you can be a single mother by choice because you're doing the choosing. The fuck? We're talking about a woman who was married and divorced and engaged, and it got called off because he chose his kids over her. Now the same woman that said she would not date a bus driver unless he owned the bus, is now pregnant via IVF, and she's about to raise a kid by herself. Single motherhood by choice. She said years ago, men are comfortable with being normal. They got C's and D's in school, and their parents said, at least you tried. And now you're about to be a single mother by choice. And that's supposed to be something to praise. These women are very, very, very delusional. No way we are now the most educated. I'm starting to think that these men are more educated than us now, because the decisions that these women are making is like, you're like, they went to school? They got a degree? What school they go to? What's 2 + 2? Because their ideas, they just don't match. And most women that judge men for a living, you'll see that when they get older, nobody wants them. And then they want us to be nice about it. Vivica Fox talked about Kevin Samuels like a dog when he died. Now she's a high-calorie hyena with movies that go straight to Tubi. They said she looks like Goro from the, what was it? Mortal Kombat. You know, Goro with all the hands? Come here. That's her. Now she's resting in her karma. 59 years old, looking for love. I thought y'all was choosing the bear. The bear can't keep you warm at night, huh? The bear can't protect you, huh? Can't procreate with a bear. So all I'm saying, guys, is we have to start really using our brains that God gave us. And we have to start doing the right thing. And I hope that I don't see any more videos like this week. I need a break. But if you do see something like that, you can send it to me. I'll take it. But all I'm saying, guys, is I hope that you guys got something out of my show. I'm sorry I'm not talking about celebrity drama. And I'm not talking about Caitlin Clark and all that other BS. I like to talk about real issues in this world. Protecting our young Black women and men and people in general. I'm not just a page that caters to Black people. I cater to all races because I have all races in my family. So I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that I'm only for just Blacks. That isn't fair. Anyone that wants to get a word out from me and they want to hear it, I'm saying it now. Daquan says she looks like Bakara. I don't know who that was, or Shiva. I don't know who that is. But guys, look, I just hope that you guys got something out of today's show. Please be vigilant, ladies. Don't laugh at men who are sexually assaulted. No matter how big they are, they hurt too. And men, you don't have to hurt alone. I'm hurting with you. I promise you. My heart dropped. If that could have been my brother. I remember when a woman put her hands on my brother when I was in high school. They already knew I wasn't to be messed with in high school when it came to my brother. The woman slapped my brother. And my brother left school and went all the way home to get me. He said she slapped me. Now, you know what sister had to do? Put the clothes on. I was ready. And I walked with him right back up to school. And I told her, now I have to slap you. Because you knew he had a sister. You go through me. You don't touch my brother. He has a sister, you go through me. Now I got to slap the hell out of you to make it even. And then she busts out crying, playing the victim role. Oh, but you weren't a victim when you slapped my brother. Y'all see what I'm saying? You got to defend men. My brother knew to come to me. Because if he would have slapped her back, he probably would have slapped her weave ponytail out of her hair. He wouldn't have been wrong. But instead, he held on to his anger and walked all the way home to get me. And we walked all the way back up there. That's how my brother was raised. And I handled it. So what I'm saying is, that's what we got to do. Fellas, if a woman is doing something to you and you have a woman in your life you trust, tell her. You don't have to go through that alone. But if you don't trust none of those women and you have no woman in your life that you can trust and you need to get it out, call me. So guys, with that being said, I hope y'all got something out of my life. And I hope that y'all do the right thing. I'm going to tell you now that women are not going to hold other women accountable like I'm doing. It's going to take a lot. But I do want to say shout out to a lot of women who actually said that that wasn't right. There was a lot of women on that post too that said, no, lock her up, lock her up. But let me tell you, there was one woman that pissed me off. She's lucky that I'm not going to call her job. She went on my comment section and told me that I was being rude by saying that there's a lot of female predators out there. This woman told me I need to give the woman that sexually assaulted Michael, I need to give her grace. She's a woman. And I was wrong for calling her a predator. I don't know that woman personally. So how dare I judge her? I need to give her grace. So I asked her, do you give men grace when they do it? We're not talking about men. We're talking about the woman. Yes, we are talking about the man because the man is the victim. She didn't want to talk about that. I would never, check this out, ladies. Make sure you put this up to your ear. I will never give you grace for sexually assaulting a person. Never. Never. You never get that from me. So if you want to follow a page that gives grace to those people, unfollow and block me. I don't need you. I don't coddle women who do wrong. That's not how we grow it. That's not how we get better. We got to do it the Kevin Samuels way, the ugly truth, not a pretty lie like Derek Jackson. Ladies, it's okay to touch men without their consent. You deserve to touch them. You're a 10. You're beautiful. You do no wrong. There's no flaws. You touch you a man. And if he does not like it, how dare he? He's wrong, not you. These women are thinking like that. That's the only thing I can think about. Because why else would a woman grab somebody on TV? Why would they grab them while they're being recorded? Somebody tell me that. You do it because you're not used to being caught. That's something that you do normally. You're in your element. Nope, none of these women were asking themselves why she was doing that with kids right there, right? Little kids. They were more concerned that he smiled. So like I said, ladies, if you're going to make excuses for women that do it, don't follow me. Unfollow me and block me. I don't need you. I need women in my life that are going to also call out the behavior. Call out any type of behavior. Even if I say something that doesn't fit right, they call me out too. Thank you, sis. I got off track. Now I'm back. That's what a friend will do. But someone that acts like your friend will tell you everything's great. I'm not that type of friend. Sorry. You don't need me on your side. I'm not going to give you the pretty, lie that you want. I'm going to give you the ugly truth. And it's going to be real ugly. You're welcome, man. He said, thanks for speaking. You're welcome. I don't mind speaking on things like this, guys, because I care. I really want to see us do better as people. I know it's going to take a lot of time to get there, but all it takes is for one person to say, I'm not going to accept it. So thank you, guys. That video I shared on my Instagram, it's almost at 40,000 views in 5 hours. So at least I know that almost 40,000 people saw that, and they saw my caption, and they saw that I'm standing up for men that are abused by women. It made me happy. The Shade Room didn't want to do it, so I did it. Not too bad. Not too bad. That tells me that somebody saw that video. That's all I wanted them to do was see it. So to anybody out there that's going through it, I pray that you guys are okay. But if you need someone to talk to about it, I would recommend you first going to someone in your life that you trust. If you have absolutely nobody, I'm your last resort. I'm not your first option. I'm your last resort. I got you. You don't have to suffer alone. I talk to people every day that have been abused, men and women. And the sad part is a lot of the men, they're already adults. And all of their stories are similar. Babysitter, mom's friend, dad's friend, neighbor, teacher, mentor, counselor. People you wouldn't even suspect. Priest, pastor, choir member. People you wouldn't expect. Because you guys are so blind. You're so used to men doing it that you don't think it's Greta on the piano. You don't think it's her. But it is. I think about a lot of the clients I talk to. And I know that video would have been triggering for them. So to anyone that was triggered by my show, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trigger you. But I do hope that you heal. You deserve to heal and to be happy. Don't let anybody take your joy, ladies and gentlemen. And just know that the queen of accountability, I'm going to be standing right there with you. I'm not going to sit down and let anybody bully me into not holding women accountable. These women bully me every day. Talk about me every day. And I'm still here. You cannot take anything from me that God has for me. That's why I'm still here. So if you hate me, you're going to be hating me for a long time. And I hope that it doesn't kill you. Because having hate in your heart for a stranger, that's a strong emotion. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep holding on to the truth. Just know that when it comes to men and kids, they don't get the same light that women get. And on my page, they will get it. I don't care if I have 5 people listening or 500. They're going to get the same energy. Men will not be ridiculed and mocked and laughed at. Women, you need to figure out why you're so angry and why you cannot protect men when they need you. And I'm not saying stand in front of them and take a bullet. But if you see someone laughing at them, you're standing up and being their voice. That costs you nothing to do. Y'all know how to talk about men when you don't like them. When you want to talk about how you didn't get enough child support, you know how to lie on TikTok. But you don't know how to tell women that this ain't right? Oh, okay. I see you. But don't worry, man. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to make sure that you guys get everything you can. As my platform continues to grow, I'm going to continue to talk about what really matters. And it's not celebrity drama all the time. It's not what this person is doing. It's what's going on in our community, y'all. So Wednesday, we'll have the other show. I hope to see you guys there. And I hope that I was able to enlighten somebody tonight. And if Michael Rainey is listening, which he probably isn't, I hope that you do what's in your best interest. It's all about how you feel and what you feel should happen. And I know most men are not going to pursue charges, but that woman will have to live with being on video for the rest of her life. That's a sentence for her. Even if Michael doesn't press charges, she's on video. She cannot delete the video. It will be everywhere. That is his sister. So every time they see him, they're going to think about what his sister did. That right there, to some people, is payment enough. They're going to suffer enough because of that video. That will never go away. And to some men, that's punishment enough for them. It wouldn't be enough for me, though. I would want her in jail. I would want her to go to jail because that's not her first time. Anytime someone feels comfortable with assaulting you on camera, that means that they've done it. That's just like in domestic violence. If a man is beating you in public, they know he's beating you in private. And it's very true. If you're being hit in public, that means they don't care who's watching. That's a dangerous individual. Anybody that's ever been in domestic violence, you know, if they will slap your ass in public, that means they have nothing to lose and they're not scared. Y'all know how it goes. So if a woman will grab a man's penis in public with kids right there, then imagine what she's doing in private. Even though he won't say nothing, I know her name. I know everything about her. And I'm not even going to tell you guys her personal stuff. But I know who she is. And it's not her first time. And to her victims that she's also done that to, I'm willing to help you bring her down. Because I'm not happy with that. That's a dangerous person. I learned that in life, that anyone that will break the law on camera, they have nothing to lose. And that is not their first time. They're experienced. They're comfortable. They don't care. Because it's normal to them. Imagine the little boys that she did that to, or even girls. So while y'all laughing at Michael Rainey, picture Michael Rainey being your child. Would it be funny then? So yeah, guys, that's where we're at with that. Like I said, when it comes to her information, no, I'm not going to do that because I know that people want to hurt her, and I'm not going to be an accomplice to nobody doing nothing to this woman. So no, I will wait for the right authorities to post who she is. I'm not doing that to that woman. No. Just like when y'all tell me to show somebody's information out of a group, why do people ask me that? So they can pray for her? No. So you guys can go to her page and harass her and bully her. And then if something happens to her, well, who shared the name? Daphne did. Now Daphne has a charge. No, y'all must think I'm boo with a fool. I'm not stupid. No, I'm not giving y'all none of this woman's information. You guys can go find it on your own. I'm holding on to it until the right time. This ain't the right time. As much as I don't like this woman, Michael Rainey knows who she is. That's all that matters. She's not on the run. If he chooses not to press charges, there is nothing you can do to that woman. So again, I'm not going to help anybody stalk and harass this woman. No. No, I'm not typing her name. First Prime. You must think I was born last night. No. Again, guys, if you know the way I work, that's not the way I do it. No, you won't be getting that. At the end of the day, just know that accountability will be held. It might not be on Michael's side, but it will be held. And when they release the information, then you'll have it. I'm not doing it. That's not my job. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. As soon as because if it's not public, then I can't share it. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So when people try to egg you on, post it. Y'all just want me to lose my stuff, huh? So I must not have real supporters because y'all tripping right now. If you honestly think I'm gonna break the law, no. You go look for it. No. Like I said, if you guys are not savvy, internet savvy, and I didn't have to look it up in any of my tools, finding her information was simple. She has a brother. Do the math. It's not hard to do. But I'm not giving you guys any information. So no. At the end of the day, guys, I hope that you guys got something out of my show. I will see you guys on Wednesday. I hope that you guys can help each other out and call out bullshit behavior. Ladies, let's start. It's about time you guys get rid of that code. Oh, he wants my Instagram name? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was asking me for hers. I'm like, no. About to go off on him. My Instagram is the Queen of Accountability. Do you see my y'all see my name on there, right? My Instagram is that name that's in the white box. Right under Celebrity Podcast, the Queen of Accountability. That is my Instagram. Right there, guys. The big white box. Can y'all see it? Or I can only see it. Yeah, Obi. That's my IG. The Queen of Accountability. I know it's long. It's a long name. You said you can't find it. Did they take my page away? Hey, man. Obi, Obi. Obi, are you telling me they took my page down? I know you playing right now. Can anybody see my Instagram? Because I'm live right now and I can't go to it. He said he can't find it. Can anybody see my Instagram right now? The Queen of Accountability before I get off? Daquan, you can see it? Okay, y'all about to scare me. I'm like, did they get me? Because I know that video is not rated R. Okay, thank you guys. Y'all scared me because y'all know I'm on my third Instagram page. So usually around this time I lose them. So I'm trying to be good. Okay, thank you, First Prime. All right, y'all. So at the end of the day, like I said, I give you more details as they come out. But just know that it's up to Michael if he wants to press charges. Most men don't. He might not. Because remember, that's his friend's sister. And if you guys ever had like a friend that you grew up with, that you've known for a long time, and they had a sister that liked you and she did something like that, y'all know y'all wouldn't press charges because y'all been around them for a while, right? So he might look at her as family and he doesn't want to see her have a record. He's better than most. Because typically, if she knew the boundaries, she would have never disrespected him. And then him saying that she's never been around a celebrity, well, if that's your boy, how your sister never met him? Did you keep your sister from him for a reason? Now you start to think, how come your sister never met a celebrity if this been your boy for years? Makes you think a little bit, don't it? Is there a reason why he kept his sister from meeting his boys? He knows his sister. You know what your sister does. You know her behavior. And you just didn't think she would do it on camera. So I would have to question my friendship with the guy. Because when I'm acting and I'm doing all these shows and movies, you're with your sister. So you know how she gets down. We know our siblings. So we know if they have like a little hot hand, can't keep it to themselves. We know that. So you also want to hold the brother accountable too. Okay, so I'm gonna answer one question, then I'm gonna leave. Catfish, he said, before you get off, Daphne, can you please tell us how you stay so amped up and passionate, consistently because I think it's because when you're talking about the truth, it excites you because you know what's the truth. And because a lot of people don't post like me. They don't do the things that I do. The only thing that I'm seeing people repeat is text receipts. You guys, anybody that's been a true follower of mine from Facebook, they know I've been posting text receipts since 2016. So now you got so many people posting fake ones that they call mine fake. But when Facebook says a memory from 8 years ago, that's something that they can't take from me. My text receipts come from people. And I don't post them all the time because some of them be playing games. I can tell a lie. So if I can't verify your text receipt, and when I say verify, I have to make sure that the person that is in that text receipt is not following me because they report me all the time. And that's how I lose my pages because that's their information in that text receipt. So I make sure I verify it and that it happened. I don't accept text receipts from Text Me Now and text apps with the, the picture backgrounds. It has to come from Apple or Android. That's all I accept. And when you send it to me, I clean it up. I don't like showing text receipts that have it, you see it the same thing on page 2 and page. I like to clean it up. That's how I've been for years. But now you got people saying, no, I'm not going to date you. Well, I'm coming over to kill you. Well, come kill me then. 500,000 shares. And y'all know that's not real. People will support that. So what keeps me amped up is staying who I am. One thing I can say to people is that I've never changed. We've looked at many content creators who did not start off like they are right now. They had to switch it up to get attention. You have these new content creators posting memes and bullshit memes and all this dumb because they have nothing to talk about. No one is really built like I am on these platforms. That's why I'm not growing that fast, because I post real shit and people don't like to hear that. But what keeps me going is when people tell me that I've helped them. That's what keeps me amped up. When someone tells me that I changed their life, when someone tells me they were able to eat for that night, when someone tells me that I've helped them get a job, that's what keeps me going. I just don't post it online. I don't think it's necessary to, right? And when people tell me that they're proud of what I do and thank you for not changing in the years I've been doing it, that's a reward too. Because a lot of people started off like me and then they changed it up because they weren't getting the subs. I have 22,000 subs because of who I am, and I haven't changed. A lot of you guys compare me to Kevin Samuels, and I used to get mad when people did that because I was doing this before him. I was. But then I say, maybe my bluntness reminds them of, but before Kevin was being blunt and doing this, I was out here. Nobody was talking about Kevin Samuels in 2016, 2013, when I was in these troll groups catching people. A lot of people know me from troll groups. In 2013, I was one of the head leaders in these troll groups catching people. I was holding people accountable back then too. It was just taking over my life. I was doing too much. I was everybody's go-to and I got tired. So I became, better with the groups I was in. And I remember in them troll groups, you had to have 10 pages. That was weird. But people kept reporting me. So it was taking up my life. So what I'm saying is I've been holding people accountable for years. And then when COVID hit, Kevin became bigger. Let's call it what it is. When he was on YouTube doing consulting, I went to his YouTube and I went all the way back when he first started. He was getting 30 likes, 5 likes. It wasn't that much. Then when he changed it and said, you're a 2, you're big, you need to lose weight, 5,000 likes, 6, it changed. But he changed to get that. And I'm not knocking him. He did his thing. He did what works. But me, I haven't changed. I remember in 2017 when a woman tried to bash this man, I told her she wasn't shit. Y'all didn't even know who Kevin Samuels was in 2017. Let's just be real. And if you telling me that I'm wrong, show me where you shared them in 2017 and I give you a cash app. You're lying because you didn't share it. You weren't sharing Kevin until what, 2018, 19? But I was telling people they wasn't shit years ago. I just didn't get the viral posts and all that because nobody cared. Now people are caring. Rhoda Osmond didn't make me, y'all. If anybody follow me on Instagram, this woman tried to sue me who's a celebrity. Egypt Sherrod wanted to sue me. This is a millionaire. This woman who was a millionaire wanted to sue me. Me and a guy from CNN. Because I called her out for lying about somebody being sex trafficked. She wanted to promote her show and I caught it. Everybody told her to sue me. You should have saw the women. When she said in Queen of Accountability, we'll see who's talking when you get sued. Everybody said, sue her. Please, we hate her. Take all her money. She probably doesn't even have none. She's broke. She's up all night, always talking. Sue her. And me and the guy from CNN, we did not back down. She blamed that on a man who did nothing. She put him in a video. That was somebody's dad, and said that he was a sex trafficker. And I called her out on it. I told the police that she was lying. And guess what? I was telling the truth. And to this day, I commend Egypt because she came to me like a woman and told me she was sorry. And women don't usually say that. She said, Daphne, you are right. Before I posted that TikTok, I should have verified. And I didn't. And if anybody would have done any harm to that man, it would have been on my conscience. And it would have been my fault. And I didn't think about it at the time because my emotions were high. So thank you for calling that out. And you are right. People put napkins under the gas pump to avoid germs. It wasn't a sex trafficking attempt. But when she wanted to sue me, women were excited to see me go down. But then when she retracted it, do you think they still wanted to see me go down? They did. They just said, okay, we'll wait for the next one. So when people say that I'm going to be sued and all that, I'm not scared because I stand on the truth. I'm not going to let these women lie on these men. I don't care if you are a celebrity with a show on HGTV. I will hold your rich ass accountable. That woman was worth $5-6 million. Husband is worth $5 million. That's $11 million together. And she was going to sue me. And I did not run. I stood 10 toes down. And she came back and apologized. So y'all see, I'm not scared. So when people say it was Rhoda ain't worth no $11 million. She was worth $42,000, the GoFundMe amount. So when people think that Rhoda made me, y'all haven't been following me that long. I had Cardi B got my first page taken down because I came at her. I asked Reebok why they signed her and denied Rick Ross. And one of them admitted to being a predator. Guess who it was? Cardi B. And guess what happened? My IG page came down. Almost 100,000 followers. The page came down. So we know why they got me, right? These celebrities be tight too, y'all. They don't like when you call them out. But I just found it odd how Reebok signed a woman who admitted to drugging and robbing and having men sexually assaulted. They signed her, but they told Rick Ross, when you said pop tamale in her champagne, we didn't like that lyric. So we're going to take your deal. See, when the predator is a female, she gets favor. We see it every day. Cardi B signed deals with Nickelodeon after admitting to abusing men. You name one man that can come on record and say, 10 years ago, I was robbing strippers to survive. Do you think that man will still be on right now making money? No. So ask yourself why Cardi B has been making money for the last 5 years. 5 years ago, she admitted to doing those things. And women said, well, none of her victims came forward. Okay. But when a woman says they've been assaulted and we ask for proof, you don't need any proof. She said it happened. Oh, okay. So we'll believe a woman when she says that something happened when it comes to an allegation, when a man does something. But if she says that I did this behavior, we don't believe her. She's not in her right mind. You see how women contradict themselves? It's believe all women, right? Well, Cardi B says she did these things. Now you don't want to believe? That's why I told you women are not the most educated. Ain't no way in hell. So you believe all women when men are the predators. That's what they meant to say. The Me Too movement is really telling you, believe all women when the men are predators. But if the woman is a predator, don't believe all women. They're not all there. They're sick. They need to see a therapist. They're not in their right mind. They could have postpartum. Something is making them say that. Y'all see it? Y'all see what I'm trying to tell y'all today? They tell you to believe all women only when it's convenient. Because if we were believing all women, Cardi B should be canceled. I'm still going to work hard to get this woman canceled. I will never support Cardi B. I don't even support Nicki Minaj. I tell her good job on your awards, but you still married a man that is a predator. And your brother is a predator. Her brother molested a 12-year-old and Nicki bailed him out. Are y'all really going to tell me that he had $100,000 in the bank? Nicki is dangerous too. Any woman that will marry and support one is one. I live by that. I don't care how pretty you are, how natural your hair is, you are a predator. Call it what it is. Female predators will never get any grace in my book. I'm calling it out. So at least you guys know that you got somebody out here watching. So that's all I'm saying, guys. He said, whatever happened to the Uber driver being falsely accused? I'm still waiting to hear back from the detective. Once I hear back, I'll let you know. Okay? So guys, other than that, guys, I didn't even want to keep you guys on this long. So I'm sorry for keeping you guys on this long. I hope that my show wasn't too boring, but I hope that you guys got something out of it. I gave you guys a lot of examples, so nobody can tell me that it didn't come with receipts. I showed you guys video proof. All I'm saying to you women is, can you start to take this more serious? Can we stop laughing at the pain of men? Can we put yourself in that position? Would you laugh if it was you? No. Okay. If you think like that, you'll be okay. Would it be okay if a man did it? No. Okay. So let's have that energy. Don't be afraid to call a woman a predator. Just don't spell it the right way on Instagram. You will get a ban. You have to spell predator with the number 3. The 3 has to be the E. They won't even let you say predator on Instagram. I need y'all to understand that. Instagram protects female predators. If you say female predator and spell it the right way, they will tell you to undo and fix your comment. So you have to spell it with the number 3. That's how sad it is, guys. Don't be fooled. You guys are welcome. Dumb question, but will this video still be up? Yes. The Beast from Within, I'm not deleting this video. I got you. Unless they tell me that I've been copyrighted. I just take that part out. But no, I'm keeping this on here for you guys, for your information, okay? So you guys are welcome. Hey, I'm going to stand by you guys. I care about women and men. I know there's a lot of women out there that can relate to that video too. But it's very rare that a man does that like that blatant right there on live. I don't see it often. I remember when YK Osiris, I think that's his name, he touched Sukiana. We know Sukiana is really loose. She's a loose goose online. She shows her naked body. She shows her boobs. She talks about sex. She talks about having sex with random men. So she comes off as the biggest freak out there, right? And YK Osiris, I think that's his name. I could be wrong. That light-skinned kid that owes everybody money. He touched her inappropriately on video. He did. And I called his ass out. I don't care how young you are. I don't care how loose she presents herself. You don't touch her. She didn't ask you to touch her. She was very uncomfortable. And I called his ass out too. I sure did. He didn't get no grace by me. I said, you owe people money, you're going to owe them your life if you keep touching people. She didn't want to be touched. And women went in on him. No means no. It doesn't matter if she's showing her vagina on Twitter. You don't, and they were absolutely right. Keep your hands to yourself. I held him accountable too. But they won't talk about that. Or they won't talk about me going in on Diddy. They'll only talk about when I do this to women. They like to pick and choose. So don't let these women make you think that I only come at women. That is not true. I came at Diddy too. I was upset that Cassie took that $30 million and signed that new NDA, because in order for us to get Diddy off the street, you're going to have to tell on him. But telling on him meant no money in her pocket. Don't let her husband make y'all think that he just found out that she got kicked like that. Her husband knew about that video. That was a part of the NDA. Oh, my baby, and men that hit men. No, Cassie and her husband needed that money to survive. They took the money. You'll see that a lot of women that have been sexually assaulted, they want money. They don't want convictions, because a conviction means that they don't get paid. But when you sue them, that means they get money. It's sad, but that is the new thing. Even women that are truly victims, They said that it'll all go away with the right amount of money. Well, I didn't know that, because the victims that I talked to say that no money can take that away. That feeling. It's going to always be there. So you'll notice that a lot of women are now going for the money. Lawsuits. I'm suing you for touching my breasts. You don't want to get me off the street? No. Because then if I get you off the street, they're going to take your money, freeze your assets, and then I don't get any money. That defeats the purpose. I need the money, right? That's what it's about, y'all. The money. But that's another topic. That's another topic. Because most women tell me that they would never take no money if their assailant is still on the street. Now, if he gets locked up and gets 50 years and then I get pain and suffering, that's okay. Because I know where he's at. He's making license plates. He's helping out Terrence in Cell Block D. But when you got these women taking money from these men that did so much damage to them, they're still on the street to do it again. How did you help the next woman? Well, I don't really care about the next woman because I just got this 30 million. You feel me? But y'all don't want to talk about that. We saw Cassie get kicked like a football, right? Now she has 30 million and signed another 100-year NDA. She ain't talking. So all those secrets are closed. Even if she has to testify, there's some things that she can't say. An NDA protects that. So I know it's no different than when Kelsey got immunity and they told her, you can tell us the truth that it was really you that shot Megan. You got immunity. And yet she still did not tell the truth. Even though we knew that it was her that shot Megan when they were fighting. And yet, even with immunity, she still didn't tell the truth. And she's still out free. So don't tell me that the legal system ain't bullshit. It's bullshit. You had a whole witness say that the flash started with the two women. Then the little man gets out of the car. And then there's another flash. Sounds to me like the little man was trying to take the gun from the two big giants. That's what it sounds like to me. But yet, only one person is in prison. The man. No gunshot residue on his hand. But it's believe all women, right? Meg Thee Stallion went on national TV and said, I never had sex with Tory. No. And he was blowing her back out when her friend had COVID. When Kelsey had COVID, Megan was getting her back blown out by Tory. That is why Megan had the driver turn around and go back to Cotty's house to get him out of the hot tub. But y'all don't want to talk about how she was dickmatized, right? And sleeping with her friend's man. But y'all love Meg Thee Stallion. Believe all women, right? I'm just trying to say, y'all. I'm just trying to let y'all know the truth. I believe all women got to go out the door. I will believe a bear before I believe a woman. I would hate for someone to believe lies about me. All I'm telling you guys to do is don't believe words. Believe the proof. Believe the evidence, the conviction, the charges. Wait for due process. Everybody deserves their time in court. So if you're giving people the death sentence before they're even able to prove that this person's lying, you're going to have a really rough life. Because I'm sure everybody in your life, everybody, we've all been accused of something we didn't do. How would you like it if somebody actually believed only one side? You guys would be sick. So why are we believing only one side? We're not taught to do that. There's always three sides to the story. They're still going to hear your side and their side. But both people get a chance to say their side. So when I say I would never believe a woman, and y'all say, well, if you have a daughter and she tells you she was molested, would you believe her? I believe the truth. So if my daughter came to me and said, look, this happened, we're going to get to the bottom of it. Because if we react in that moment and I put hands on somebody and it didn't happen, now I'm going to jail. I'm not trying to go to jail. Hell no. No, I'm not. So I'm not telling you to tell your kid up. I don't believe you. Get out of my room. What happened? Tell me what happened all the way through. Okay, we're going to get to the bottom of this. Because let me tell you, when that kid told their mom and dad that they were molested by that CPS teacher in Chicago, They wanted to kill that teacher. They wanted blood. That's an emotional reaction. My kid told me this happened, so it has to be true. No, it doesn't. Kids lie, y'all. When are y'all going to realize that kids lie? I know you love them and you gave birth to them and you help produce them, whatever you want to call it. But kids lie. And if you react off of what they're telling you without getting the facts, both of y'all going to be in jail. And that kid is going to be raised by group home because you don't know how to act. But if you process everything, thank you for telling me, baby. I'm going to get to the bottom of this, okay? You didn't do anything wrong. And then when you investigate and it turns out that it wasn't true, now you don't feel bad for reacting out of emotion. You reacted out of logic, right? That CPS teacher had a mark on his head. And it turns out the kid was mad about getting a bad grade. So they accused their teacher of molesting them in the classroom. And the way they proved the kid was lying, the kid said it was dark. And in CPS schools, they don't turn off all the lights. There's 5 lights that stay on, the emergency lights. So kids can see, they can see where the teacher's at, and they can see different parts of the classroom. It's never dark. And another kid said that that student was way on the other side, and the teacher has a light right above their desk. The kids would have saw it. And instead of that teacher getting his job back, well, he did get it back. But those students were calling him the R word. And he had to move out of state. That little girl was a female predator, and she's only a child. Ain't that crazy? But when you got parents that believe in lies and they lie, they learn from them. That little girl won't go to jail. That little girl's not going to have a criminal record. But she lied because she got a bad grade. How do kids know how to lie about sexual assault? How do you think they learn this? So if I get an F, I can say the teacher groped me, right? That easy. That little girl lied. And if that had been me as a kid, I would have gotten my butt whooped. I would have got to whoop it every day to teach me a lesson. And that little girl probably just got a slap on the wrist and said, baby, you can't do that. Okay, mommy. Okay, we're all good. But that guy, the teacher, he had to relocate to another state because that little girl ruined his life. So kids are dangerous and evil too. I know you don't want to hear it, but they are. And you can only blame the parents. And I think about that CPS teacher because when they did the story on him, he really loved teaching here in Illinois, where he's from. And he had to move to a whole nother state because even after it was proven that the girl lied, people still believe that little girl. That's why I said when a man is accused, it's a death sentence. He will never be free of that allegation. That's why you got to put these women away because it will get worse. So yeah, guys, I hope that you guys can just pray for the victims. And I just hope that more women will stand up against other women. I can love my sisters, but I can also hold them accountable too. And holding you accountable is love because I care enough to tell you that you're doing wrong. That's love. So when these women say I hate them, I'm helping you. If I did not call Houston police on Rhoda, she would still be out here scamming until she met the right one. So not only did I save Rhoda's life, but this is a chance for her to get better. Even if it means making license plates. So all I'm saying, guys, is for female predators and abusers, you won't get by on my book. You won't get by. I'm going to call you out. I owe you no loyalty. Don't trust me in these groups. And even if you block me, somebody else will send it to me. You don't know who knows me and you don't know who follows me. So please know that I do have eyes everywhere. And I know that people post things on their Facebook to their friends and they think I don't see it. I see it. I'm just not going to entertain it. I'm going to hold on to it because I know I'm going to need it. But there's no loyalty on social media. There are people right now that hate my guts and they don't even know that people that are close to them are feeding me information. And I know how they feel about me. And they don't know that I know because I'm not messy and loud. If anybody's seen the movie Pearl Harbor, I don't like to let you know when I'm coming. I want it to be a surprise. So when you think that everybody's supporting you and your hate for me, they're really telling me about it. And I'm saying thank you. That's it. I can protect people's identity easy. I won't share it, but I know. So for women to hate me at the point to where they make up stories about me so I can sound like a crazy person, it takes a lot of effort. And I know a lot of you women are going to do whatever you can to make people not believe in what I do, but it's going to take a lot of work to do that. I hope you have 9 years, because it took me 9 years to really build my platform. So if you have 9 years to throw away, that's how many years you're going to need to destroy me. 9. And a lot of y'all don't have many summers. A lot of y'all old. Y'all should be using this time to be better and do better. So yeah, guys, that's all I have to say. I hope that you guys got something out of this, and I hope I can see you guys on Wednesday too. But just know that I got y'all back. Female predators will never get grace. You might get it in the courts, you might get it on social media with the shade room and baller alert, but you won't get it with the queen of accountability. So with that being said, guys, have a good night, okay? I'm really sad that a lot of people haven't invested into the men in their lives for Father's Day. But to the women who did purchase something for the men in their life, I'm sure they're going to love it. I did ship those orders out today. So I know some people just ordered some stuff that's in production right now. So just know that, you know, this is Men's Health Month. Men, you don't have to suffer alone. It's okay to vent. It's okay to cry. It's okay to get angry. And once you've processed all those emotions and you're ready to talk, I'm here to listen. Okay? So with that being said, guys, have a good Monday. I really do pray that the people that are so evil and mad at the world, I hope that you guys can get the help that you need. Because when people are mad and evil, they're not thinking clearly. So they do dumb stuff that can land them in prison. You got to start thinking logically. Stop hurting people. Stop trying to protect the girl code. Forget the code. Stand by the truth. Because if you keep lying and you keep staying in the dark, you will never progress. And while you're hating on me with those small, tiny, itty bitty pages, I'm going to keep surpassing you. This is a race that you won't win. I've already ran 100 laps and you guys haven't even ran one. We're not the same. So you can keep on supporting the man-hating groups and supporting that men that are getting abused and saying they deserve it. But I won't do that here. No woman will make me change the way I do my platform. All you content creators that have told me to change it up a little bit, show a little skin, get on video, appeal to the males, I will never sell out. Before I sell out, I'll get the hell out. And with that being said, guys, have a good night.
What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of account. They call it her pick me. Some women say she pandering, cause she don't pick the girl code over lies that's damaging. These hyenas scandalous, slandering a black man again, and want celebrity to stand and watch like she a mannequin. Black men are the casualties, trapped by women's strategies. They act out sporadically, that shit is a travesty. And it's just so sad to see, matter of fact, it's a tragedy. 3 kids with different daddies, please, but y'all all mad at Daphne. They up at night trying to discredit and defame. They corrupt, ain't right, and it's pathetic and a shame. Fake friends turn enemies, throwing dirt on your name. But you gon' fly with the angels and serpents burning the flames. Yeah, I know it's hard and it hurt to discover the same people claim they love you, start shaming your mother. Cut you off unexpectedly, you triggered, you hate that. Claiming Daphne disrespected me, I figured you say that. What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of accountability.